Who, Jim?
We're going to have trouble with the numbers. Brandon Bradbury on the far side.
Looks like Jeremy Sanders.
Well, I think you're right. Mike Holt on this side as the up man. The guy deep in the back will be Sanders, I'm sure, in the middle.
Okay, here we go for week 9 of the football season as Scott Silverthorne raises his arm. We're ready to begin.
Gets a good kick off. Sanders is going to take it on the 10.
Tackle in there by Calvin Fox, and last man off the pile was Dwayne Neely.
Stepped on my own cords here.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
I forgot my glasses. I got to go to the car here pretty soon.
Oblong with a 1st and 10 from their own 29.
We'll catch the Maroons starting D here in just a minute.
Jeff Flearty at quarterback. They put Bradbury in motion, and already we've got a whistle and a flag.
Got a flag. Don't know if it was the, I think it was on the Maroons, too close to the line of scrimmage. I would catch a few starters here. Scott Silverthorne over here on the left side. Bo Davis. Chad Rhinesmith. Charlie Applegate's back from his ankle sprain. Aaron Schrei on the other side. Brett Schrei in the middle. Dwayne Neely and another linebacker. Jim Pat Odell, free safety. David Bonnell. Who else is in there? Justin Stone and Corey Pritchard.
Handoff.
Goes to Sanders.
He gets it up close to the 40. And
almost the first down.
Yeah, right at the first down. If they mark it right, they'll have the first down. 79. That's Silverthorne shaking up on the play. And he's holding an ankle, and that's not a good sign. Last year at Georgetown is when we lost, was it Jim Pat?
Jim Pat Odell with a broken arm.
So,
which we can talk a little bit about this all the way through. We're planning on being there. Wednesday night will be the first playoff game. Not counting chickens, but we're either going to be here or somewhere else.
Sort of figures.
If we're going to cover it, that takes care of the two options.
We had talked earlier that...
well, at least Scott's putting some weight on it. And
not much.
Not much,
Which there's our kicker.
Well,
which we'll probably see Jim Lindsay do a lot of kicking now the rest of the evening.
Well, we're about set to go. Oblong with a second and very short to a first down.
Jason Phillips back in there for Scott Silverthorne over on the left side at the stripe.
Sanders again with the ball, and he's met
got a flag
short.
down at the line of scrimmage.
Charlie Applegate took over there along with Chad Rhinesmith on the stop. Loss of about 3 or 4. Looks like it must be on Robinson again. Nope, it's on Oblong. Legal procedure. I would guess we'll probably decline if that's not a no play.
Well, they're talking about it.
As we're all trying to get in gear here.
They're going to walk off 5.
So that'll bring up second and a long 5 from about the 34 3/4 yard line. 33 3/4.
Well, I hope this changes. Had 3 plays and 2 penalties.
It's going to be a long night if it is.
Richard Sutphin over the ball, the center for the Panthers. Flearty, quarterback. Back to throw, and he's caught, fumbled, and it goes out of bounds.
I think he was downing the ball.
Jason
Phillips on a good tackle there.
Okay, did he?
On a good rush. I think he just fumbled it, didn't he?
No, he was downing the ball, but they didn't give it to him.
They didn't give it to him.
His intent was to down the ball because it was going to be a pass play.
Loss of about 10 on the play as it brings up 3rd and 15.
He's questioning about it right now.
Well, it probably would have been intentional grounding and loss of down plus a penalty. Okay, the Panthers come up here with about 3rd and 15 to go here in the first quarter.
Sanders the only running back. Flearty back to throw.
Screen.
Being chased. Set the screen up. Sanders has got it.
Good job in there. Corey Pritchard stayed home from the outside and came across and made.
Had 1 blocker for Oblong and 3 tacklers for Robinson. That spells trouble right there.
That's right.
Sanders gets it back to about the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down, and we'll say 4th and 11. The Panthers will be forced to punt.
Jim Pat Odell and David Bonnell going back as Jeremy Sanders is in short punt position. Could be a fake. Somebody better go on the outside. Not
Kicks
much.
a little low line drive that
And
gets
it
a good
stays
roll.
inbounds and keeps.
Rolls
That's a good
down to about the 42-yard line.
About the 30.
Or 38 or 37, yeah. Neither one of us can add
What
2
a
right
night.
here tonight.
The Crawford County Insurance Agency carries all lines of insurance. Call Don Helling, your full-time Pekin agent, at 544-9200 or 592-3553 at the Crawford County Insurance Agency in Oblong, Illinois.
What was that?
Too close.
You and me.
No, your headset problem. The Maroons.
Oh,
What's this?
this.
Huh.
I know
we
what
saw
it
a little
is.
shift. Okay, the right people go in the right spot. Baxter in motion. It's a little different. Jim Pat Odell, the ball carrier, but he is met short of the line of scrimmage by. Let's see. I got to get the right card out here.
Didn't see
That was
the
Derek
tackle.
Sheridan, a senior, and he nailed Jim Pat for a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12.
Calvin Fox split out here wide to the left.
Bryant at quarterback. Out of the wishbone. Handoff to
Jim Pat
Jim
Odell
Pat, I
again.
believe.
Pickup
And
of maybe 1.
not much. The whole
Bringing up
side of the
3rd and-
line, yeah. Sheridan again in on the tackle, and that left side of the line.
3rd and 11 for the Maroons. With about 8.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, got one.
Oh, okay.
I'm behind. Bryant with the pitch out to Fiskus. Fiskus gets away from
There
a
he
couple of
goes.
tacklers. I tell you, a good move. They had him bottled up for a loss, and Nathan worked his way clear, picked up about 7 or 8 yards finally.
Everybody seems to forget that it's Friday night. We still have a ball game to play, and looking a little farther ahead than they should, as the Maroons look like they're going back into punt formation.
The Panthers, with good pursuit that time, was able to get Nathan slowed down, but he still picked up about 6 or 7 yards. 4th down.
Sanders and Bradbury back for Oblong to receive.
Baxter will be doing the punting for the Maroons. 41-yard average for Jake and in punting. Now they drop back a little deeper. Too much time. Yeah.
5-yard penalty against the Maroons. Clark and Jan Pulliam and the staff at Pulliam Funeral Homes wish the Maroons the very best on their way to the playoffs in the 1993 football season. Good luck, Maroons, from Pulliam Funeral Homes.
Not a good sign.
No, he's down here. He's all right. As we talk to each other. Shift back again. Jake Baxter into punt formation. Good snap. Good kick.
Gets it away. Bradbury on the return. Gets it back to the 35.
Pickup of about 6 yards on the return as the Maroons kick it away to the Panthers and go on defense.
The Revenue Reconciliation Act of 1993 is now law. The new tax law provides tax breaks for some investments, but also includes tax rate increases and limits on deductions. See your tax professionals at Kemper CPA Group for tax planning before the end of the year.
Well, the Panthers come out for their 1st and 10. Clearty at quarterback. Sanders
Good
gets
hole in
about
there
4 or 5 yards.
as he picks up, pops in there for 4 over the right side. Good job up there by that pretty large Oblong line. 2nd and 6.
Handoff this time
Chad Ryan-Smith, good job.
goes to Corey Williams. Not much.
Loss of about, I'm going to guess 2 yards on the play as we're looking at 3rd and 8 for the Panthers. Morse Construction and his employees actively sponsor Robinson High School football games and help to fund the new bleachers and press areas. Good luck from Morse Construction.
Eric Jordan split out to the far side here for the Panthers. Sanders kind of in a slot.
Flearty
goes back. Oh, he keeps it. He found a hole, and he can run.
And he
Gets it back to the 40.
Behind,
yeah.
Bo Davis.
Bo Davis and Dwayne Neely came back to catch. Had good coverage out here on the right side by the DBs.
That looked like it was going to pick up good yardage. There was a lot of green in front of him.
And it closed in a hurry.
4th down.
Well, they got whiteouts everywhere here. It's punt formation.
Yeah,
okay.
I think so. Sanders will kick it short. Gets it away. Another line drive. Didn't get the roll this time, and it went out of bounds about where it did before, the 39.
The 39-yard line.
A delicious, beautiful treat that everyone will enjoy anytime. That's a Dairy Queen frozen soft serve cake. Made and decorated at your Robinson Dairy Queen store with delicious vanilla and chocolate Dairy Queen. Decorated the way you want it with your choice of message, 5 sizes, and hundreds of designs available. Large choices of decorated cakes on display at all times. For birthdays, parties, anniversaries, holidays, or anytime, get a Dairy Queen frozen cake at the Robinson Dairy Queen.
Brian Bryant on the keeper, picks up about 6 or 7 yards as the Maroons come out here in their 2nd series with about 5 minutes to go in the 1st quarter.
Sheridan again on the tackle. Dirk Sheridan is certainly making his presence known there on that side of the line. Gets a little help from the linebackers that time.
Maroons drop back out here into a double tight end set with 2 wings. Jim Pat and now goes in motion. Pitch to Jim Pat. Look at it. If he gets a block, he's going to go all the way. Nope.
Got good blocking at the line of scrimmage, but the one deep was couldn't pick it out.
Well, he picked up 15.
Fleet Hardy was one over there, and I'm going to say that it was Brandon Bradbury was the other end on the tackle that got him first, and Flearty finished him off.
Maroons quickly up over the ball. Hand off to Jake Baxter up the middle. So he picks up about 7 yards.
That was Dennis Mendenhall that got a hold of Jake first and had to have a little help in getting him down. But I got a 2nd and about 4 coming up.
Again, the double tight end set with 2 wings. This time Fiskus comes in motion this way. Hand off to him over the left tackle as he breaks off about 5 yards and picks up another 1st down for the Maroons down to about the 26-7 line.
Fiskus was tripped up and finally finished off by Brandon Bradbury.
Jim Pat Odell in motion. Back to throw.
Just a little in front.
Yep. Good throw there. Just a little bit, let him a little bit too much. I think that was Jake Baxter on the it was. As Ryan Bryant just let him just a little bit too much.
Jeremy Ping on the defensive position that time. Had coverage, but Jake had a chance to catch the ball.
Hand off, Jim Pat Odell. Look at that.
A lot of room for Jim Pat.
A lot of room. He may score. Touchdown, I think. Yep.
Yeah, they gave the
He
second.
cut inside the pylon.
Bradbury had a shot at him, but couldn't quite get to him in time for Jim Pat to jump into the end zone for Robinson's first touchdown.
26 yards.
3:49 on the clock.
27 yards.
Westgate Red and White, with 30 years of service to Crawford County, supports the Robinson Maroons. All the way Maroons from Westgate Red and White in Robinson.
Look for the Maroons to go with true with Scott Silverthorne sitting on the bench right now with a twisted ankle. Hand off to Jake Baxter. Nope.
Pitch back. And he didn't make it.
Pitch by good fake in there to Jake. Ryan kept it, pitched it late to Jim Pat, and Oblong stopped him.
Richard Sutphin was the only number I could see in on that tackle. Good work by the left side of the Oblong line that time to keep Jim Pat out.
Well, on this cold night, how does hot pizza sound, Jim? You're supposed to say something, Jim.
I'm ready. I'm waiting for the knock.
544-3378.
There it is. Bobe's Pizza offers fast, quick delivery on pizzas. Call Bobe's Pizza at 544-3378. That's Bobe's Pizza in Robinson at 544-3378.
Are you looking for a new computer system? Are you interested in buying a new laptop? What about a computer service and support? If these are questions that are on your mind, talk to Tony or Pete at Charlie Incorporated CI Systems. Call them at 546-5442 or come in and see them on the east side of the square in Robinson. That's Charlie Incorporated CI Systems, serving Crawford County and the surrounding area for over 15 years.
Tim Lindsay, sophomore, kicking off. Good boot down to about the 20-yard line.
Bradbury takes it on the 21.
Good job,
Tackled at
Dwayne
about
Neely.
the 27-yard line.
E.H. Berry Corporation is proud to be in Crawford County and is a strong supporter of the youth of the community. E.H. Berry is pleased to help bring you this broadcast. That's E.H. Berry Corporation in Robinson.
The restaurant at the American Legion in Robinson is open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for dinner and Sundays for lunch. That's American Legion, E.M. Kohler Post 69 in Robinson.
Good job, Dwayne.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday for lunch.
Williams and Sanders. Williams takes the
big
hand
hole.
off. Big hole for him. Gets it up to the 35.
Nice looking play.
Panthers are
Williams,
coming
a
out here and
junior.
running real good on first down. They're blowing the Maroons off the ball and picking up 4, 5, 6 yards a pop. So they're doing a good job.
Yeah, this is Corey Williams is a junior and a good-looking running back. So the experience he gets this year as a senior, he's going to be a pretty tough ball player.
Got a lot of juniors on this squad and a good sophomore squad. So look for some good things out of the Panthers next year.
Sanders nailed after about a couple of yards.
Corey Pritchard, Brett Schrei on the tackle. Really about no gain as we're looking at 3rd and 3 from the 37-yard line as we have 2.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. As things kind of moved along here after the first series.
Bradbury in motion.
First
Handed
down.
off Williams. Big hole. First down. They list Corey at 5'9" and 210 pounds. He's carrying a lot of weight. He's a strong runner.
Good hole in there. Again, on that right side of the Oblong line is really opening some holes against the Maroons' left side of the defense as he picks up a good 6 yards. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go left this time. Handoff to Williams again, I think.
Nothing there.
Couple of flags.
Jim Pat
Yeah.
Odell and
Bradbury, the ball carrier.
Brett and Aaron Schrei on the tackle. I think it's a flag on Oblong. I imagine it's a hold.
Well, the first one came out of the offensive backfield.
Well,
The other one was a sympathy flag down here, I think. Motion.
motion penalty. Decline. Be second down now and 10 for the Panthers, still from their own 42-yard line. Good luck, Maroons, from the Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong. They are pleased to help bring you tonight's broadcast. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Panthers back up over the ball with a 2nd and 10. Sanders and Bradbury in the backfield.
Fleardy back.
Oh, good
block.
block by Williams. Fleardy gave Fleardy some time.
The block by Williams on Jason Phillips there, but the Maroons still had a good rush from the outside and good coverage on the intended receiver, as it brings up third and 10 yards to go, or a long 9, however you want to say it.
The ball on the Oblong 43-yard line.
The new tax legislation could cut into your spendable income. Let Pat Keene at Investment Management and Research help you find alternatives. Call Pat Keene at 544-9010. He's committed to your financial future. Member NASD, SIPC.
Back to throw again. Fleardy looks down, gets it away, got a receiver. That's
Justin Legg.
Justin Legg, right at the 42-yard line of Robinson.
He delayed from the tight end position, I believe, and drug across the middle as everybody was watching Fleardy come in from the backside, and he threw behind everybody.
Fleardy backed up, took his time, got away a good pass that time. 1st and 10 for the Panthers in Robinson territory for the first time tonight.
As they continue on a nice drive that started down about their 32-yard line.
We're under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Handoff Williams. Picks a hole, finds one. Gets it up to the 35. Well, the Loyal Order of the Moose, number 1369 in Robinson, is proud of their community. Pleased to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. That's the Loyal Order of Moose, number 1369 in Robinson.
Under 30 seconds here to go in the first quarter, as the Panthers are putting on a good drive here against the Maroon defense. Talking about packed in there.
Bradbury in motion. Handoff goes to Williams again. He's their runner tonight.
First down. Now you can save on Echo Power Blowers during the fall sale at Rural King Supply. Get the Echo PB1000 Power Blower for just $149.99 and get a free 2.5-gallon gas can and a bottle of 2-cycle mix oil. That's at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
And Jeremiah Whip come into the game for the Maroons. And Williams limped back to the huddle that time for Oblong. That's not a good sign, but he seems to be okay, trying to shake it off now as the quarter ends.
At the end of the quarter, it's the Maroons 6, Panthers nothing.
The Victor Dana Corporation supports all the county athletes in their sports activities and wishes them success in tonight's game. Good luck from all the people at Victor Dana Corporation, Victor Products Division in Robinson. People finding a better way.
The First Robinson Savings and Loan FA is proud to sponsor this telecast of the Robinson football games. They wish the Maroons continued success for this football season. That's the First Robinson Savings and Loan FA, with deposits insured by the FDIC.
The VFW in Robinson has done a lot for Crawford County. Last year, they gave over $57,000 in contributions to local veterans and community projects. Your membership dues help to make this all possible. Sign up now to VFW Post 4549 in Robinson.
Winter is just around the corner, so if you need exterior paint, save now with Benjamin Moore. Exterior paints at Big Buck Building Center. Their Moorguard latex house paint is available in a wide selection of fade-resistant colors for wood, masonry, and metal surfaces. The regular price is $22.40, but it's on sale now for just $20.16 a gallon. Or choose exterior eggshell finish oil house paint. It normally sells for $25.25. Save now for just $22.73 a gallon. Benjamin Moore exterior paints on sale now at Big Buck Building Center.
Fleardy back to pass. Good rush in there. Looks like a hold on the Panthers also at the end of the play, as didn't see who got the tackle. I believe it was Charlie Applegate was back there, Chad Rhinesmith, and Jason Phillips at the bottom of the pile. Fix that light since I tore it up. As the talking to the Maroons.
Got a holding penalty called against the Panthers.
There must have been a fumble on the play too, Jim, that we missed.
Evidently.
The Crawford County Insurance Agency carries all lines of insurance. Call Don Helene, your full-time Pekin agent, at 544-9200 or 592-3553. at the Crawford County Insurance Agency in Oblong, Illinois.
That puts the Maroons back in possession with a 1st and 10, the ball on their own 38-yard line.
Jason Phillips must have got that fumble also. Handoff to, was that Jake? Yes, I believe it was. Jake Baxter up the middle for a pickup of about 5 yards, making it 2nd and 5.
Sheridan and Legg in on the tackle for the Panthers. Robinson adjusts their ends in and out. Tight end set here.
Signal coming in from the sideline. Delay to Nathan Fiskus, who cuts around, spins, and comes across and picks up about 10, 12, 13 yards. First down at about the
Dennis Mendenhall,
43.
the tackler that time, brought him down all by himself, too. 1st and 10 for the Maroons.
Handoff, Jake Baxter. Another good 6 yards.
Eric Jordan had his arms wrapped around Jake's ankles. Dirk Sheridan again on the tackle.
With the blast of cold weather tonight, we've got kind of the smallest crowd we've had all year.
Back to throw. Ryan Bryant lays it out for who's the attendant receiver on that?
Kyle Johnson.
Kyle Johnson, okay. Was that Kyle?
I was going to say, when did Ryan Smith start playing quarterback?
Well,
May. This portion of the... Go ahead.
That was the last name I saw, I guess, on here.
We're really with it tonight. I think this must be the last regular game of the season because we can't talk, we can't do anything.
Fiskus.
Handoff, Fiskus. First down.
Brought down by Williams finally in the linebacker position. Inside the 30 for the Maroons.
It's almost chilly outside. Not too bad in here, though.
It's cold.
Calvin Fox out here to the right. As the Maroons continue this drive, they're down at about the 29-yard line. Started on a fumble recovery by Jason Phillips. Jake Baxter. No,
Odell.
Jim Pat Odell. I sure can tell I don't have my
Mike
glasses
Holt, the
on.
tackler.
Still a pickup of almost 5 yards on the play, bringing up 2nd and a long 6. Maroons showing a little unbalanced here. Jake Baxter.
Big hole. Boy, it took 3 or 4 to get him down. Finally, Jeremy Sanders and Brandon Bradbury drug him down around the 10-yard line. They go to mark it at the 11, it looks like, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 11 for the Maroons. A little over 9 minutes to go here in the first half. It's 6-0.
Timeout, Oblong.
Oblong time.
Attend the function at the Jamboree Junction. We have a snack bar, video games, pool, and snooker. Also, pool tournaments every 2 weeks. For information, call 546-1392. Located at the junction of Route 1 and 33 outside of Robinson. Open at noon until, well, whenever somebody's around. 7 days a week. Attend the function at the Jamboree Junction where good people and good times come together.
This portion of the broadcast was brought to you in part by Leaf Incorporated in the Robinson plant, where they manufacture Heath, Milk Duds, Sicklets, and Whopper candies. That's Leaf Incorporated in Robinson.
At Ron's Furniture, you'll find furniture from Corsair, Hillcraft, England, Washington, and others. For new and used furniture, stop in at Ron's Furniture in Robinson. Open from 10 to 5 daily, Monday through Saturday.
E.H. Berry Corporation is proud to be in Crawford County and is a strong supporter of youth of the community. E.H. Berry is pleased to help bring you this broadcast. That's E.H. Berry Corporation in Robinson.
As both teams come back here on the field, as we're looking at first down for the Maroons just outside the 10, around the 11-yard line. Thanks, Jim. Go get it a coffee. Hand off to Jake Baxter up the middle. Pickup of maybe 2 yards on the play. 1 at the most, I guess. And then there's a penalty flag that came in. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Maroons.
The Loyal Order of Moose, number 1369 in Robinson, is proud of their community and is pleased to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. That's the Loyal Order of Moose, number 1369 in Robinson.
Don't know what the problem was there, but it didn't go very well with the referee, so.
Baxter comes off, and Fiscus, Jim Pat Odell, and is it Neely in at fullback? No, Ryan Smith.
Ryan Smith.
Ryan Smith. Now I can say it, can't I? Big hole and a big gain for the Maroons.
Well, they got 10 of that 15 back.
Chad Bond, the man on the bottom of the pile for the Panthers that time.
Reverse. Look at Jason Phillips, lumber. Down to about the 8-yard line as he almost turned the corner and went in for the score.
And Jeremy Sanders wrapped him up there, but Jason did a good job, fooled a lot of people, including me. Kyle Johnson into the ball game and a wide out for the Maroons.
4th down.
The ball on the 7-yard line, 8-yard line, make that. Ryan Bryant keeps it, getting chased. Knocked down almost and finally wrapped up back there. Let's see. We'll give credit for the first attack to Justin Legg, who got him wrapped up, slowed him down, and then 3 or 4 others come in there and finished him off. And I couldn't see all the numbers to give credit.
Good coverage out there by the DBs for the
he
Maroons.
Had a receiver open in the end zone for just an instant, but couldn't get it away.
Good pursuit and good defense on the part of the Oblong Panthers as they take over with a 1st and 10 from their own 19. Handoff, Sanders, didn't go anywhere.
Crawford County State Bank is ready to handle all your banking needs. If you need some financial advice regarding loans or trust accounts, they are there to help. Crawford County State Bank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
They're walking off something.
What was the call there, James?
I didn't. 5-yard penalty. Did you do this one? The First Robinson Savings and Loan FA is a full-service financial institution with checking accounts, savings accounts, certificates of deposits, and IRAs. That's the First Robinson Savings and Loan FA with deposits insured by the FDIC. Flearty back to throw. Nailed.
Tripped up in there by Chad Rhinesmith, who really did a good job. Took his man out, stuck an arm out there and just tripped up Flearty.
Flearty trying to step up in, thought he had a little hole to run that time and was tripped up. Jason Phillips fell on top of it.
Bringing up, I believe it's 2nd down and about 20.
Yeah, from their ball back around the 8-yard line.
Timeout for the Panthers again with 6:35 left here in the first half.
They've played very well here in this first half. 6-0 score, they're only trailing by 6.
Clark and Jan Pulliam and the staff at Pulliam Funeral Homes wish the Maroons the very best on their way to the playoffs in the '93 football season. Good luck, Maroons, from Pulliam Funeral Homes.
I'll help you if you hand me something. Today's financial world is complex. Let Pat Keene at Investment Management and Research help you find out what investments are best for you. Call Pat Keene at 544-9010. He's committed to your financial future. Member NASD SIPC.
Bob's Pizza offers fast, quick delivery on pizzas. Call Bob's Pizza at 544-3378. That's Bob's Pizza in Robinson, 544-3378.
Now save on Echo chainsaws during the fall sale at Rural King Supply. Get the Echo CS3000 chainsaw with 12-inch bar on sale for $199.99 and get a free carrying case for your saw. That's at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
Flearty back to throw. He's in his own end zone. Boy, uncorks the pass, knocked down, almost intercepted. Had to wait and see if Jim Pat hung on to that.
Who is that? Williams, the intended receiver? I still haven't seen the number.
I don't know.
No.
If it was Williams or Jordan.
Jordan. It was double coverage. I thought they were going to pick it off. It was very close. This year, the VFW Post in Robinson is working toward their goal of being ranked All-American Post, which would give them a very distinguished honor and national recognition. To reach this goal, they need new memberships. Join the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson now and help them reach their goal.
Flearty back to throw again, being chased in his own end zone, unloads it, and had Sanders out there as a receiver. Got a hand on it, but that's all.
Leg was open, too, and he was trying to get their attention and couldn't. They couldn't find him.
Well, Flearty was having all he could handle and trying to get away from the Robinson defense that time. Got away a pretty good pass to Sanders, but he was running away from Leg.
See what the Maroons do here as Jim Pat Odell goes back basically in single receiving position.
In their short set for the punt, Sanders will still be kicking from the goal line or from the end zone.
And there's the last time out for the Panthers. Here was 6:22 left in the first half. Good luck, Maroons, from the Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong. They are pleased to help bring you tonight's broadcast. They are a member of the FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Did you by chance talk to Terry?
No, I didn't get to him.
If there was ever a group of young men to be proud of, it's Robinson's Fighting Maroons. Goodwine Funeral Homes would like to offer their heartiest congratulations to the Maroons and to wish them the best as they head for a state championship. They are already champions to Crawford County because they have demonstrated more than just athletic ability. Once again, they have shown what good sportsmanship and good citizenship are all about. You have truly made Robinson and all of Crawford County very proud.
The Victor Dana Corporation supports all the county athletes in their sports activities, wishes them a success in tonight's game. Good luck from the people of Victor Dana Corporation, Victor Products Division in Robinson. People finding a better way.
Jeremy Sanders back to punt for the Panthers.
Well, gets away a good kick that time. Hits at the 40. Jim Pat
didn't
lets
do
it
much,
roll.
but hit at the roll down about the 46-yard line.
Turned out to be a good kick. He kicked that one right from his goal line, so it went 46 yards.
Maroons put a little pressure on there on the kick. Let's see if the offense can get in gear a little bit here as we wind down in the first half with just the score at 6-0. As Coach Reicher's talking to the team as they go on the field. Jake Baxter's back in there now. Hand off, Jim Pat. Good run in there. Pickup of about 5 yards.
Hit at the 40 by 4 or 5. Let's see. 6. David Goebel and Mike Holt and a couple of others in on the tackle for the Panthers. Baxter.
Pickup of about a couple of yards, bringing up 3rd and about 4.
Holt got under him that time, right when he was crossing the line of scrimmage, got his feet knocked out from under him, and Jake couldn't go anywhere. Good job on the tackle that time by Holt.
Nathan Fisk is up the middle, cuts through. He's going to go all the way. I believe touchdown.
39 yards.
From the 39, Nathan Fiskus.
Went in behind the left side and then did a cut back over here to the to the wide side of the field and scooted on in for the score.
12-0 here in the second quarter, 4:58 on the clock, as the Maroons will probably go for two. On the first touchdown, an attempt for 2 points, they were foiled by the Panther defense.
And they get two on this one on the pitch from Ryan Bryant to
Ryan Culp, I believe.
No, I believe it was Jim Pat Odell. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
You're right. No, all I saw was a 2, and I thought it was a 22. Jim Pat was in there. I should have known when he lowered his head and pushed into the end zone. 14-0.
Ryan knows how to do that too.
He's learning all the time.
4:58. Did we say that?
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to talk, Jim, in this lull here.
Now we're doing fine. We're resting. We got between the coughing and the sneezing, we got enough germs around here.
Tim Lindsay again will kick off for the Maroons as Scott Silverthorne still's injured. I don't see him here now on the sidelines. He may be up walking around. Panthers are playing the Maroons pretty tough here as Tim gets ready. Good high kick down to about the 25, up to about the 35.
Brandon Bradbury on the return for the Panthers. They'll set it up with a 1st and 10. Ball spotted on their own 36.
See what the Panthers can do here now against the Maroon defense, as they've had some success running here pretty much the whole first half and done a real good job moving the ball, just haven't been able to put it in the end zone.
Williams in motion. Handoff goes to Sanders. I
think it was Sanders
Jeremy
who surged out about 7 yards as they continue their trend of that first down play of picking up 5 to 7 yards on the ground as that initial charge against the defensive line. They're pushing them out.
They're getting their yardage out of that right guard and tackle spot over there, and they're doing a good job.
Yeah. Maroons need to get a little bit more ready. Let's say that's what I was trying to find there.
Mendenhall and Sutton, I think, are on the right side of the line. That's getting a big push out there for the Panthers. Williams into the line. Gets 2 or 3.
Bring up about 3rd and 1 here for the Panthers on the 45 yard.
Yeah.
It's going to be, they gave him an awful good spot, which is about 3rd and less than a yard. As the officials stop play here for a second.
Little equipment problem back there on the
Pat
Maroon
Odell's
side.
helmet, mouthpiece, something, as the one of the back judge helps him out a little bit.
Now we're set to go again. The clock will start, which it hasn't yet.
That's close to a 1st down. I don't know whether they crossed it or not.
Bo Davis charged across there and made the first hit, and I thought that he was going to stop him, but Sanders. I think he got the spot to get the 1st down. It's going to be real close. Want to make a prediction?
No, Sanders was the ball carrier, and he took a shot by Davis on the hit that time. He hopped up, went back, and then he was kind of shaking himself.
1st down.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. The ball on their own 46-yard line.
3.5 minutes left to go here, as the Panthers pick up another 1st down against that stingy Maroon defense. I'd say look for a run if I was playing defense, the way they've been. Hand off over to the left side. Not much there this time.
1st down, though. Oh, that was a 1st down.
That was a 1st down. Got it again.
Chad Ryan Smith on the tackle with a little help from Brett Schry. Who is that thing behind us?
I think I just took a break.
We're in the 2:47 to go here in the first half. second.
He must have froze back there. Is what.
I wouldn't say anything. You had a wide receiver splitting way out.
Yeah, against Charleston. Yeah, I don't have much to say. Yeah, and you have a lot to say too. I mean,
to the bench.
If you guys will hold your fingers up occasionally, let me know what down it is. I'll be all right.
Williams
handoff.
got a hold. Pushes it across the 50 into Robinson territory to about the 48-yard line.
Good play out there by Jason Phillips, who stayed at home and made the tackle on the pitch.
Good gain for the Panthers that time.
Bringing up 3rd and about 4 here for so we're riding down in the second quarter as the Panthers are continuing to drive and eat up some time.
Well, if we were watching this at home, it'd be the 2-minute warning right now. We just blew by 2 minutes.
Okay.
Left in the first half.
If we were
Does that
watching
mean
it
we
on
can leave
Sunday,
then?
it would
If we're
mean
watching
Sunday.
it on Sunday, yeah. Bradbury the man in motion. Sanders the man that got it.
Ooh.
Big hit by Schrei.
Mr. Brett Schrei met Mr. Sanders in the hole and says, "You're stopping here."
Got him, give him a yard. Be 4th and 2.
See what the Panthers do, if they'll go for it here or they'll punt.
They got to go for it.
Bringing in the punting unit.
Yeah, we're down to about a minute to go and a half. The ball on the 46.
But as tight as they were playing that punt, I wouldn't be surprised to see a fake right here.
Got to go for it. Whoops. Well, got one of his line drive kicks away and let it roll.
That ball hit the
Oh,
ground
yeah.
and just took off.
Inside the
Right.
5.
I think the plan here is to kick it through him.
And he did a good job as it goes down inside the 5 at about the 4-yard line with 52 seconds left for the Maroons. Let's see if they want to try something here before the end of the half.
He bobbled the snap, caught it twice, then kicked it away from the 46 down to about the 4-yard line.
Maroons come back out here. Still the #1 defense in there.
Notice who split out to this side of the field.
Nathan Fiskus. Jim Pat split way out to the other side. Hand up the middle to Jake Baxter. Look at him run.
Jake found a hole to the outside, took it, and ran it out to the 20-yard line. He ran over an Oblong player, and he's going to be a little slow getting up.
And I'm not sure he's going to get up for a little bit.
He's working on it.
Jake picked up about 16 on the play as the coaching staff for the Panthers come out. Can't really tell who's down on the field. So Maroons come over here and get some other instructions from Coach Riker.
Is that Sanders over there?
I don't think so.
I don't see him anywhere.
I don't
though.
see
Sanders
him
is in the backfield.
There he
here.
is. Yeah, I see him.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure who it is. The Crawford Memorial Hospital and Foundation would like to thank everyone who came out to the Surgical and Special Care Wing dedication. This fall, the foundation is off to a great start. We're at the halfway point of reaching our goal of 200 new foundation members for our fall membership drive. Please help us reach that goal by joining the Crawford Memorial Foundation today. Your membership means a lot. For more information, call the foundation coordinator at 544-3131. Well, they're looking at a leg. Can't tell whether it's a knee or an ankle that might
More
be
like an ankle from where they were looking at. I can't tell.
33 seconds left to go here in the first half. The Maroons lead it 14-0.
In the final Shriner game between the Maroons and the Panthers. And senior night for the class of '94.
That's right.
Getting up there is Jeremy Ping as he's being helped off the field. Dr. Elliott's over there for, as we're looking at another timeout. I was going to say, that's not an Oblong timeout, that's a Maroon timeout because Oblong took all 3 of theirs. So as
This
we
is the
wait
first
here,
one for the Maroons, I
for the
think.
first one for the Maroons, as they're looking at a first down from the 20-yard line. Still lots of time, 33 seconds to go here. As this is the Final tune-up for the Maroons before next Wednesday night's first round of the playoffs. The unknown opponent. By the time we finish, as people watch this tomorrow night, Saturday night, we may know, which will be between. They start making the announcements about 8:30, so we should know by 9:30 or 10 where we're going or where.
Well, a lot of speculation about Flora. Flora is in another Shrine game tonight with Olney. Olney's had a bad season. Flora is expected to come out on top on that one.
Bryant to throw out here to Fox. Incomplete.
Had to kind of pop fly it to Fox and Calvin just couldn't get up there to catch it.
2nd and 10.
Justin Stone comes in now at a wide receiver position, and along with Joe Ferguson. Nathan Fiskus and Jim Pat Odell split way out.
Right over
Pass
the middle,
to
quick to Justin Stone. He couldn't quite hang on to it. That's another one he caught twice.
Justin did everything but pull it into his body. He had it all the way, but he just couldn't get it. Still 3rd down and 10 with still 26 seconds left to go for the Maroons. Calvin Fox comes in here at a split out position over here on the right with Nathan Fiskus in the slot. Jim Pat over here at a wing. Fake to Jake.
Same thing.
Pass to
Jim Pat
Odell, who almost
He almost ran away from all of them. Mike Holt got a hold of him with the ankles and hung on, and 3 or 4 hit him after that. Finally, Brandon Bradbury finished him off.
Picked it.
Odell was limping just a bit when he got up there.
He's always limping. That's the way he walks.
The ball on the 35, a 1st and 10 for the Maroons. 18 seconds left in the half.
Maroons have played a steady ball game here. Haven't shown much emotion, but they're still leading by the score of 14-0 as they try to maybe put a score on here before the end of the half. We got a long ways yet to go, but got some speed back there. Can break off some nice runs. Maybe we can get in the scoring position.
The Panther defense has played them tough this half, and has played very well. They're up for a ball game whenever they come over here, and
or vice
it doesn't make
versa.
any difference about the record. You know, Oblong can get tough.
And they've had a tough season, but they've played hard all year long, and they would like to go out on a high note as they're playing awfully tough against the Maroons, who are ranked number 2 in the state, and everybody gets up for us. So
again, the throw. Bryant lays it out too far.
Bryant too far for Kyle Johnson down here about the 25.
Well, they just took 5 seconds off the clock.
That's where we work on our passing game.
Kyle and Bryant are going to connect one of these days.
And that'll be fine.
Yeah.
Again, Jim Pat Odell over there is a wing. Fake.
Fox,
we're going to try the same play.
Throws it out of bounds.
It's pretty well covered that time.
Yeah. Josh Rogers was the defensive man on the play, and he was right in Fox's back pocket that time.
Be interesting to run that pattern again and throw it over the middle, because it's spread out all over the place. Now, whether they'll do that or not, I don't know. But 8 seconds left here.
You got wideouts to the right side, or the left side this time. Been throwing to the right all night.
Whoops. Little misconnection on the snap. It'll be a 5-yard penalty walked off against the Maroons. Be 3rd and 15.
Little mix up there between the center and David Null and Ryan Bryant. As we're looking at close to being the last play here, with 7 seconds left to go. Ryan drops deep. Screen over the middle, back to Jim Pat. Jim Pat does a little juke. Picks up a 1st down out at about the 50-yard line as that ends the first half with the Maroons on top, 14-0.
Sanders and Fleardy put Jim Pat out of bounds on the hit on the play. End of the first half.
You want to recap the scoring?
Not much to
do that real
recap.
quick.
First quarter, 3:49. Jim Pat Odell went in from 27 yards out for Robinson. Odell tried the carry and the conversion was no good. Made it 6-0 Robinson at the end of the first quarter. At 4:58 in the second quarter, Fiskus went in from 39 yards out. Culp carried it in for the 2-point conversion to make it 14-0 at halftime, and that's where we stand.
Watching
The best
Scott
thing we
Silverthorne walk off here.
Oh, okay.
He's walking on his own power. He's limping pretty heavy, but it looks like he's going to be okay. We need that right foot here in the next few weeks.
important right foot. Well, we'll be back with the second half in just a second. As we near time for the second half to start, we've finally found and drug up here John Anderson, who is the chairman of tonight's Shrine ball game. John, I apologize for not being able to get you on camera, but when we get set for the field, we can't turn it around. Besides, in your camouflage suit, I don't think we'd be able to see you anyway.
Thank you. I don't think you could either.
Good job, as usual, on the Shrine game. And the kids have done a good job. It's been a good ball game so far, and a good crowd on hand.
We do. We've got a real fine crowd out here, and we really got to thank the both high schools and their students. And they've sold a lot of tickets. They've worked hard for this game, and we thank them all.
Talk a little bit about the club and some of the events coming up and what you've done this year so far.
Well, of course, we'll have the basketball. It won't be quite the same as it was out at LTC, but we still sponsor the Palestine-Hudsonville basketball game, which will be coming up the first of the year. This is our last Shrine football game between Robinson and Oblong, and as yet the club has not decided as what we're going to do for football sponsorship next fall.
As a fundraiser or something like that?
Yes, sir.
Some of the other things that you're involved with during the year?
Well, we've just wrapped up our paper sale a couple weekends ago. We're very active in that. That explains what the Shrine Club is all about, and what we as Shriners do to help burn children and crippled children. All expenses paid. All medical services are free. It costs to run 21 hospitals, 3 orthopedic hospitals, or 3 burn centers and 18 orthopedic hospitals, a little over $1 million a day to run those.
Well, that's a tremendous amount of money. Clubs from all over, I know, donate toward that. Is this generally the hospital in St. Louis is where yours is concentrated too?
And we're members of Anon Temple in East St. Louis, and our orthopedic hospital is the hospital in St. Louis. Right there.
Okay. Next year, what's summertime? I always look forward to the barbecue.
Barbecue, that's in August. We've had those now for over 30 years, and that's our largest fundraiser.
John, appreciate you coming up and spending a little time with us here and talking about the club. We're about set to go here with the second half action. Good crowd as always. We're sorry to see the Shrine game series end, but I know that you'll come up with something a little different and good for the fundraisers.
Well, we will, Jimmy, and thanks for having me on, and appreciate everything you guys have done. This broadcast is super, and I know the citizens of Crawford County appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate that too. Thanks, John, and good job as always.
Okay. Jeremy Sanders lines up here to kick the ball off. Down deep for the Maroons is Jim Pat Odell. Jake Baxter sitting there in the middle right in front of him. As we get the signal, nope, the clock hasn't been reset, so we've got a little delay here. Calvin Fox is on Jim Pat's left, and I believe David Bonnell over here on his right. Jason Phillips also on the right-hand side on the receiving team. As now we're ready, set to go.
I think everybody
is a
little surprised with a 14-0 score at the end of the first half. Oblong has played very well. Robinson maybe not as well as they can.
David Bonnell, good job all the way up to about the 38. Agreed, Jim. Maroons have not shown very much emotion, and they are 7-1. Oblong's 1-7. It's not saying anything against Oblong. It's just that the Maroons have played pretty lackluster, but I believe that Oblong's up for this, and they're showing that they should have some respect because they played a good ball game, especially I think on offense, because they've really kept the ball away from the Robinson offense. As Jake Baxter gets loose for about 8 or 9 yards.
Dirk Sheridan, the tackler on the play. Dirk has certainly played a big part in the defense and the offense for Oblong tonight. He's had a good night both offensively and defensively. But the Panthers have done a good job, and I think, it just goes to show you can't let down for any of these ball clubs because they can come out and get you.
Again, Jake Baxter busts through. Jake picks up almost 20 yards on the play.
Brandon Bradbury finally tripped him up around the 40, and Jake still managed to get about 5 more yards.
I'm not sure I really wanted to be in the Maroon locker room at halftime. And the line looks like they've come out and decided they're going to block a little bit. Another handoff to Jake Baxter. This time only pickup of about 5 yards on the play. This is Jake Baxter's drive.
Sheridan and Chad Vaughn on the tackle. Dennis Mendenhall in there.
Jim Pat Odell.
Big hole, good
nice
tackle.
Good cut. Nice tackle in there by
Bradbury up into Jim Pat. That's the kind when you get them around the knees and you're going to get them stopped.
Maroons using the run here as they're walking down the field. First down on the 20-yard line.
Running out of the wishbone.
Jake Baxter up the middle. Pickup of about 4 yards on the play. He went off right tackle or right guard there.
Stephen Nisler, the senior, was one of the tacklers on the play. Nathan
Fiskus, first down. Good luck, Maroons, from the Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong. They are pleased to help bring you tonight's broadcast. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. First and goal from the 6. Jim Pat Odell, touchdown.
Big hole for Jim Pat that time, and he ran her right into the end zone.
Good job out there by Sean Odell. I believe Sean Odell was out there at the right tackle position, and I think Mike Manhart's playing the right guard position tonight. Because we haven't talked much about the offensive line tonight. We're looking at an unbalanced situation. Handoff to Jake Baxter.
Short, I believe.
No good.
So that's 2 times that the Oblong defense has held them out on that 2-point conversion. 20-0 the score.
Maroons come up the field with that drive took a little less than 2 minutes.
10:01 officially on the clock.
The Revenue Reconciliation Act of 1993 is now law. The new tax law provides tax breaks for some investments, but also includes tax rate increases and limits on deductions. See your tax professionals at Kemper CPA Group for tax planning before the end of the year.
The restaurant at the American Legion in Robinson is open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for dinner and Sundays for lunch. That's the American Legion, E.M. Colder, Post 69 in Robinson.
Morris Construction and its employees actively sponsor Robinson High School football games and help to fund the new bleachers in the press area. Good luck from Morris Construction. Okay. Tim Lindsay kicks down deep to about the 20-yard line as Jeremy Sanders comes underneath it. And on the tackle, looks like Dwayne Neely.
Sanders gets it back across the 35. The Panthers will put it in
First guy down there was the club, otherwise known as Corey Pritchard. As the Panthers have their first possession of the second half, starting out on the 36-yard line.
Flearty hands off to Sanders. He's hit. It's a couple of yards.
He fought hard for a couple extra more there.
He sure did.
Awful late whistle there. I thought they blew it once
I
and they
did too.
didn't, and they just let them play and hit each other. Didn't get who had the tackle.
Wind up of picking up about 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5. Over the right
Ooh.
side is Williams. He didn't go anywhere.
Brett
Over the
Schrei
left
hit
side.
him right there and didn't let go of him, and then he wrestled him on down, along with Dwayne Neely, Aaron Schrei, and a few other people from the Maroon side. No gain on the play, as we're still looking at 3rd and 5.
Right at the 40-yard line. Sanders and Williams in the backfield for the Panthers. A little quickie over the middle.
First
Complete.
down.
First down, right.
That was to Justin Legg.
Little quick opener there to the tight end as he slid out there. First down for the Panthers. Clark and Jan Pulliam and the staff at Pulliam Funeral Homes wish the Maroons the very best on their way to the playoffs in the 1993 football season. Good luck, Maroons, from the Pulliam Funeral Homes.
Westgate Red and White, with 30 years of service to Crawford County, supports the Robinson Maroons. All the way, Maroons, from Westgate Red and White in Robinson.
First down, 47-yard line.
Bradbury in motion. Handoff goes to Sanders. Not much.
Awful quiet up here tonight, Jim.
It's cold.
It's football weather. It's almost a perfect night to play football. It's about 35, no wind. Well,
Yeah, there's a little wind out of the
Yeah, I
north
guess-
there. Boy, I tell you, look at that flag.
Unfortunately, we're not playing, Tony.
that doesn't make
We're,
any difference.
we're standing. We're watching.
I've got my insulated boots on. They're nice, and my feet are nice and warm. Fleardy back to throw. Charlie Applegate, Dwayne Neely, Justin Stone gets him.
Back to about the line of scrimmage was all he got out of that. Good coverage on the part of the Maroons that time. Fleardy couldn't find a receiver, nor did he have anywhere to go.
Second down. Pickup of about 1 on the play. Second down and 9. 7:23 here left in the. I guess it's 3rd down. I'm the same person that said split way out to the right. That's called concentration.
Going to the bench.
The old 12th man.
3rd and 9 for the Panthers.
Fleardy
goes back to
Oh,
throw.
wow.
Boy, he
Somebody's going after him,
gets it away.
and he didn't
Incomplete.
catch it. Aaron Schrei out there. Jason Phillips putting the heat on Jeff Fleardy.
He had
As
to
it
run
br-
away from a crowd that time. He was
as-
lucky to get away with it.
I thought they were going to run a screen as well as everybody broke through
Yeah.
there, but it was a pass downfield, incomplete, with Jeremy Sanders now going back in punt formation
4th
Wait.
and 9.
with David Bonnell and Jim Pat Odell deep.
There's
Another
that low line
squib.
drive bouncer again. It's going to go out around the 20-yard line.
Now, one thing about it, you don't get a return out of that.
No.
I wonder if he practices that.
Bob's Pizza offers fast, quick delivery on pizzas. Call Bob's Pizza at 544-3378. That's Bob's Pizza in Robinson at 544-3378. That would taste good right now.
Yeah, it would. The Maroons will take it over. 1st and 10. We're in the 3rd quarter. They lead at 20-0 over Oblong. In the Shrine game, senior night, a lot of activities going on here in Robinson tonight.
Still the number 1 defense in there for the Maroons as Jim Pat Odell comes in motion. Pitch to him. Good block. Hello.
Finally brought down by Jeff Fleardy.
Well, somebody brought somebody down there. Jeff got in front of him. Jim Pat lowered his head.
Not quite a first down yet. Maybe they're going to look and measure. That's what they're going to do.
E.H. Berry Corporation is proud
Well,
to
they
be in
give him a
Crawford
first
County.
down.
They did?
No, wait a minute. Stop. Let's look at
Jake
it.
Baxter.
Now they will.
First down.
First down.
Let's do it again. E.H. Berry Corporation is proud to be in Crawford County and is a strong supporter of youth of the community. E.H. Berry is pleased to help bring you this broadcast. That's the E.H. Berry Corporation in Robinson.
Now, do you want to interrupt again?
Nah,
Or
I'm not-
maybe we
I'm
better
not
be
saying a
quiet.
word. We'll
He's
turn
going to
around
hit
and
us
look at
with
the
them.
I'll find one for you.
Yeah, sure.
Jesse Snyder split to the far side.
Jim Pat in motion.
Little quick pass over the middle to Nathan Fiskus, intercepted by Fleahardy. Off Nathan's hands, and boy, did he get nailed at the 40.
Jace Woodworth made sure he would go down, on a good tackle.
Well, the interception by Fleahardy that time, but boy, he took a shot.
Fiskus had that, and it just bounced
Yeah.
off his hands into. Was that Fleahardy intercepted?
Fleahardy,
It was, wasn't
right.
it?
Fleahardy with the interception. The Panthers in good field position after the interception at the 39-yard line with a first down.
Maroons' first turnover tonight.
Well, that's a case of being in the right place at the right time. And then I bet Jeff, after Woodworth hit him, wished he hadn't been there at all. Williams, the ball carrier, and he doesn't go anywhere.
I hope he's not hurt. His leg kind of
Yeah,
folded
he
up
did,
funny
huh?
there.
I think he's okay. Stopped by the whole left side of the
He's limping,
defense for
but
the Maroons.
He had
He just planted that foot, and when somebody rolled into it.
he took a shot on that leg earlier in the ball game, and he's been running pretty well since then. But same leg, I think. Maroons shift that defense around. Fleahardy back to throw. Good pressure again. Boy, he's not getting any time at all.
Intercepted. Oh,
There it
great,
is.
great job.
That's
David Bonnell.
Bonnell.
He's still going.
knocked out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and that's as good an interception as you'll ever see. Timing was perfect. He went into the air and snapped the ball right out from in front of the intended receiver.
Great rush up the middle there by Charlie Applegate, who was putting lots of, and Aaron Schrei from the outside.
Well, the Maroons get it right back, and they're down with a 1st and 10 in Oblong territory at their 42.
The First Robinson Savings and Loan FA has loan officers available for all your financial needs. First Robinson Savings and Loan FA is a federal association with deposits insured by the FDIC.
Back to throw is Ryan Bryant. He takes it out
to
long.
Fox.
Oh,
Good defensive work there by
that's
Bradbury.
Bradbury got a
right.
hand on it.
Timed
that
it
was-
well, went up, got a hand on
That
it.
was a sure catch, because if he didn't,
Right.
Fox had her gathered in.
Fox had a beat on it, and good throw there by Ryan Bryant. Just an excellent defensive play by Bradbury. 2nd down and 10 for the Maroons on the 42. Nathan Fiskus, the ball carrier. Nathan Fiskus down to the 30-yard line for a 1st down.
Stepped over one, stepped around another one, and picked up about, 12 yards?
You betcha.
Jeremy Ping, the tackler on the play, he was the young man earlier who was down and in the first half, but he's back in the ball game all right. Made the tackle on the play.
5 minutes even left here in the 3rd quarter. Again, Ryan Bryant back to pass.
He's got
Fires it
Jesse
out there.
Snyder
There you
wide
go.
open, and a good reception by Jesse. He had to go to his knees, but he got it.
Perfect throw, fire in there from Ryan Bryant as Jesse went down and got the ball.
Ought to
And
be a 1st down.
he did pick up the 1st down around the 19-yard line as the Maroons showing a little bit of pass here in the 2nd half.
Good concentration by Jesse that time. He followed the ball right into his stomach and made a good catch.
Again, double wideouts with Kyle Johnson split out to the right, and then again another pass.
Again to Snyder, intended receiver, and we've got a flag over on the far side.
But it's motion against the Maroons on that, maybe even holding. It came real early into play. It's motion. 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 15. from about the 24-yard line with 4:26 left to go here in the third quarter.
Now we're set to go again.
Double tight end set with with the back split out wide.
Bryant keeps it over the
wide
middle.
open,
Nice
wide
catch.
open.
Great catch.
Good catch in there by Joe Ferguson. Good throw by Ryan Bryan as the Maroons are using the pass here on this drive as they go down to about the 6-yard line, Jim?
6 or 7 is where they're going to put it. That'll be a first down.
Again, same set,
First
double
and goal.
tied in with the back split way out to both sides. Jim Pat out there west of Oblong.
Jake Baxter
Jake
with it.
Baxter, look at a read. He's going to
gonna
score. Good job in there. Great block by Jim Pat, who came in from the outside wing, and Jake just read on down and then scampered in the end zone for the score from about 6 yards out.
Kind of headed in, and he couldn't get anywhere, popped out and ran it to the outside. 26-0 the score. The Maroons now on top. 3:55 to go here in the third quarter.
Looks like the Maroons may go for one here as Tim Lindsay's in there.
He may get a chance to try to kick an extra point.
See if
No, the
there's
chip's on the
shift.
ground, right.
Good set back. Kicks up.
Looks
Good.
good.
There it
No
is.
si- no-
There's the
there it
signal.
is.
Good job by Tim Lindsay, who boomed it right on through there as the Maroons open up a 27-0 lead with 3:55 left here in the third quarter.
Now you can save on Echo power blowers during the fall sale at Rural King Supply. Get the Echo PB1000 power blower for just $149.99 and get a free 2.5-gallon gas can and a bottle of 2-cycle mix oil. That's a Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
Retiring from your job, Jim, moving on to a new one. Let Pat Keenan Investment Management and Research help you with an IRA rollover. Call Pat Keen at 544-9010. He's committed to your financial future. Member NASD and SIPC. Okay, as we wait for the Maroons and the Panthers to come back out here, Tim Lindsay again to kick off for the Maroons.
The Loyal Order of the Moose, number 1369 in Robinson, proud of their community. And they're pleased to be a sponsor of tonight's telecast. That's the Loyal Order of the Moose, number 1369 in Robinson.
Again, Tim Lindsay from the 40. Good kick. Good kick. Down to the ball's rolling. That's a free ball down about the 5-yard line.
Sanders picked it up.
Oh.
Good return by Sanders. Back to the 25.
Poor coverage there by the Maroons as
Tell me who the tackler was number 18. I don't think I've got it on my roster.
well, here come the freshmen.
It's that time again.
Did a good job.
If you're looking for me for all the numbers, I'll be in trouble.
First and 10 for the Panthers. The ball at their own 27. We'll place it.
And off
To
to Jeremy
Sanders.
Sanders. Good tackle in there by Charlie Rhinesmith, or Chad Rhinesmith. Charlie's not in the game yet.
A couple of yards on the play. Give them about 3. A 2nd and 7 coming up for the Panthers. Bradbury in motion. Little quick pass to the tight end again.
I think they were looking for that one.
Made the reception. Nope, he's marking it incomplete.
Mr. Brett Schrei and Jim Pat Odell on the hit. Two of the hardest hitters on the Maroons.
Pass intended for Jordan.
Was almost picked off as the ball popped out in the air. Third down and about 8 for the Panthers at right at their 30, right inside their 30-yard line.
Back to throw is Fleahardy. Big rush. Throws on the run, got a man all alone. Bradbury, if he's got any speed, good move. Trying to shake by tacklers, he does it. Finally brought down from behind at the 24-yard line. A heck of a run back by Bradbury. I don't know if he's out of breath or if he's hurt.
Somebody forgot to cover their man there as he was wide open behind
Well, he
all the
sure was,
Maroons.
Yeah. He had to come back for the ball, and I think he is hurt. Made a heck of a run after he caught the ball. Well, a big gainer for the Panthers.
They're all the way down inside the 30-yard line on a great pickup there as everyone goes out to check on him.
Got the ball placed at the 23, where it'll be 1st and 10 when they get things going. Winter is just around the corner, so if you need exterior paint, save now with Benjamin Moore Exterior Paints at Big Buck Building Center. Their Moorguard Latex House Paint is available in a wide selection of fade-resistant colors for wood, masonry, and metal surfaces. The regular price is $22.40, but it's on sale now for just $20.16 a gallon. Or choose exterior eggshell, finish, oil, house paint. That's hard to say. It normally sells for $25.25, but save now and get it for just $22.73 a gallon. Benjamin Moore exterior paints are on sale now at the Big Buck Building Center in Robinson.
The Victor Dana Corporation supports all the county athletes in their sports activity and wish them success in tonight's game. Good luck from all the people at Victor Dana Corporation, Victor Products Division in Robinson. People find a better way.
See Doc Elliott out on the field checking on the injured player.
And he's getting up.
We can go
On
back
his
a little
own
bit to last week when we talked to Dr. Elliott, and I was happy to hear that he had talked about the Youth Football League, had asked for money. It was time to make some donation, and he'd been receiving some money.
Well, good.
So we'll just reiterate a little bit. They can always use some more. And if you have the opportunity and want to make a donation to the Junior Football League, get a hold of Mike Elliott or Terry Roach, the football coach here at the high school, and they'll be glad to accept a check or any type of monetary donation. They can always use the help.
And that's what makes things nice around here. When people ask for it, people usually give it, and that's why so many good things get done here in Robinson and in Crawford County, because everybody's so nice.
Flearty back to throw. Looks for somebody, gets away from the tackler. Finally knocked down at about the line of scrimmage.
And now Robinson Maroons down on the field. Nope, he's up.
Pops up.
Brett Schrei made the tackle on the play.
Good coverage on the part of the Maroons, and Flearty's having a hard time finding a receiver. Didn't with Bradbury a while ago, though.
No. But the Maroons still have had a good rush all night long, and Flearty, who's quick. And
Oblong's got good overall team speed. They got
Yep.
some quick kids out there.
Williams goes in motion. Flearty back to throw again. Well, almost intercepted. Jim Pat almost had to get it.
they called it a reception.
Complete.
The ball
Okay.
bounced before it got there.
Complete at the 12-yard line. They had about the 15-yard line. Still short of a first down.
Third down and about 3 here for the Panthers as they're driving for their first score of the evening as we're winding down with about a minute left here in the third quarter.
Well, I couldn't tell who the receiver was.
He's got good hands, though, because he got it on the short hop.
Odell may have blocked the play out. There's a handoff to Sanders.
Not sure he picked up the first down on there.
Gets it
Probably
across
looking at
the,
about 4th and 1, it looks like, from here.
inside the 15. See where they place it.
Down about the 13, 4th and 1. While we got a break here for just a second, I wish best of luck to the cross-country team tomorrow at the Muhammad Seymour Sectional.
Right.
The girls and the boys going for another return trip to the state where they were last year.
They had a good week last Saturday.
Up at Chrisman.
Yeah.
I was there. And
That's
there's
the
the
end of
quarter.
the third quarter.
And with the score, with 12 minutes left to go in the game, it's the Maroons 27, Oblong nothing.
The VFW in Robinson has done a lot for Crawford County. Last year, they gave over $57,000 in contributions to local veterans and community projects. Your membership dues help make all this possible. Sign up now at the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson.
A delicious, beautiful treat everyone will enjoy anytime. That's a Dairy Queen frozen soft serve cake. Made and decorated at your Robinson Dairy Queen store with delicious vanilla and chocolate Dairy Queen. Decorated the way you want it with your choice of message, 5 sizes, and hundreds of designs available. Large choices of decorated cakes on display at all times. For birthdays, parties, anniversaries, holidays, or anytime, get a Dairy Queen frozen cake at your Robinson Dairy Queen for a treat everyone will enjoy.
All right. The Panthers out here on the field, waiting for the Maroon defense to return. As Coach Taylor and Coach Riker continue to talk to the D. The Panthers is looking at about a 4th and 1 here around the 13-yard line.
Williams and Sanders in the backfield. Sanders is going to get it. He's got
He's got a first down
Punches it
inside
out
the
to
10. First and goal.
Oblong would love to get on the scoreboard here tonight. 27-0 the score.
All corrected outside the 10, and it's not first and
Right.
goal. It's just first and 10.
First and 10. They can still make another one.
I don't know how, but they could.
Yeah, the length of a football.
Boy.
That's about it.
See if the Maroon defense here can put a stop to this drive by the Panthers.
Leardy.
Oh, he's down. Good job. Charlie Applegate broke through there for the tackle. Loss of about 5 on the play. Charlie's been kind of quiet tonight. He twisted his ankle and didn't get to play much last week against Charleston, but he came through on that one. He's been chasing Flea Hardy, but he's never been able to catch him. And the Panthers take a timeout here with 11:13 to go. The Crawford County Insurance Agency carries all lines of insurance. Call Don Helene, your full-time Pekin agent, at 544-9200 or 592-3553 at the Crawford County Insurance Agency in Oblong, Illinois.
The Crawford County State Bank is ready to handle all your banking needs. If you need some financial advice regarding loans or trust accounts, they are there to help. Crawford County State Bank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Attend the function at the Jamboree Junction. We have a snack bar, video games, pool, and snooker. Also pool tournaments every 2 weeks. For information, call 546-1392. We're located at the junction of Route 1 and 33 outside of Robinson. We're open 7 days a week. Attend the function at the Jamboree Junction where good people and good times come together.
Second down and about 14 for the Panthers, just inside the 15-yard line of the Maroons. Flea Hardy back to pass. Wings it out there in the end zone, and 3 Maroons.
Anybody's ball, almost. 3 Maroons, 2 Panthers, and nobody got it.
If one of the Maroons would have just said, "I've got it."
Mike Holt and Justin Legg were back there for the Panthers. Holt got a hand on it. Legg tried to get it.
Justin Stone and Jim Pat fought over it, or it'd have been in their hands.
Well, I don't know. Jump ball, that's not a bad situation.
Third down and 14.
Well, the Panthers
split Eric Jordan way out to the left with Jeremy Sanders in the slot.
Flea Hardy back to throw. Again,
good
pressured.
rush. Aaron Schrei, Brett Schrei lets it go.
Oh,
nope, dropped
in
it.
and out of his hands. Sanders had it in his hands and lost it.
Good rush in there by the Maroons, and Good throw by Fleahardy as
Heck of a
Sanders
pass.
just about
Yeah, it
caught it
was.
right there at the corner of the end zone.
Now, Fleahardy threw a heck of a pass.
About 25 yards running the other
Other
way
way.
off the wrong foot. Yeah, that's hard pass to throw. And he threw it well.
Okay, the Panthers here are looking at 4th and 14. Really, 14 and 2 inches would get him into the end zone. As again, Eric Jordan splits way out to the left with Jeremy Sanders in the slot.
Fleahardy back to throw.
Again, Brett
Chase.
Schrei on the chase.
There's that pass again.
And there's a flag.
There it is.
Interference.
And
Intended
now-
for Sanders, receiver or the defensive man's Corey Pritchard, and he's going to be called for defensive pass interference.
So I think it'll be something like 1st and goal at about the 7-yard line should be.
Oh, we went through this last week, and you forgot your sheets.
No, I
I'm
didn't.
Sure.
They're
Is it
here
the
in
line
that-
of scrimmage or the point of infraction?
No, it's
in the line of
it's-
scrimmage.
It's a line of scrimmage. It's automatic first down.
Is
and
it
should
15
be
yards?
Yes, we argued about
If it
that.
was 15 yards, he'd be in the end zone. Jim.
Well, so it's half the distance and a first
half the
down.
distance.
And they set it up as a
First and
first
goal.
down.
At the 7, just like I said.
Okay. We'll
Mark
accept
that down.
Okay,
Tony
the-
was right.
For once.
We'll accept that. Holt in motion. Hand
Sanders,
off
the ball carry,
Sanders.
cut.
Oh, he's
Down to about the 3-yard line. Pickup of about 4. Comes the beef in the line.
second down coming up for the Panthers.
Bo
From
Davis
the
and
3.
Brian White. Corey Pritchard and Charlie Applegate come out.
Sanders
Up the middle,
again.
Sanders
Nowhere this time.
back for a loss.
of 2 or
Good
3.
job there by Brett Schrei.
3rd and 5.
As he broke through and threw Sanders for about a 2-yard loss back outside the 5-yard line as we're looking at 3rd and goal again. As the Robinson crowd picks up the noise a little bit, even though they're thinning out on this cold evening Halloween
Eve.
Eve. Fleahardy hands off up the middle, nothing there.
That was Williams, I think, wasn't it?
I believe
Carrier?
it was. Corey Williams, the ball carrier, bringing up 4th and 5, or 4th and goal for the Panthers. As we're winding down here, we're under 9.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter in the regular season for Robinson. Again, another big 4th down play for the Maroon defense and the Panther offense as they try to score here. Fleahardy back to throw.
Going to throw
Got
to
some time
Sanders.
this time.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Nothing.
Pass a little low.
Threw it short. Good coverage out there, I believe, by Jim Pat Odell and Justin Stone. Everybody was with their man real good, and there was a good rush inside by Brett Schrei as the Maroons stopped the drive down at the 5-yard line.
And this portion of the broadcast has been brought to you in part by Leaf Incorporated in the Robinson plant, where they manufacture Heath, Milk Duds, Sixlets, and Whoppers candies. That's Leaf Incorporated in Robinson.
Okay. Again, the number 1 offense trots out there on the field for the Maroons. Justin Stone coming out late there as he splits, goes in at a tight end position. We're in a 2 tight end set with a split backfield. Nathan Fisk is in motion coming out this way. He gets a block all the way out to about the 18-yard line. He comes behind a good block there by Jace Woodworth.
Dirk Sheridan made the tackle on the play. It'll be a first down, though, for the Robinson Maroons. The ball at the, about the 18-yard line.
18-yard line. Calvin Fox.
Jesse Snyder into the game. Or Joe
Switched-
Ferguson. on
The
that
Maroons
inside.
switch to an unbalanced
Nice
right.
pass.
Hand off to Nathan Fiskus. All the way out to almost a 10-yard pickup. Out to about the 38-yard line. He's real close to the first down. About second and less than a half a yard to go.
Pretty close.
Again, Jesse Snyder out here to the right with Calvin Fox. Jake Baxter moves up in a tight end position. Nathan Fiskus in motion. Option to Jim Pat Odell. There's one block, two blocks. If he cuts in, ooh. Got a flag down on the back there. Good blocking out there by the Maroons.
Sheridan kind of got a push at Jim Pat and pushed him down at the 47.
Boy, the Maroons look, they're going back. I think it was a hold on the Maroons. They're talking to the Panthers. This is going to come back. Good run by Jim Pat there. It's Ron. At Ron's Furniture, you'll find lamps, recliners, dinettes, and good used televisions. Ron's Furniture is open 10 to 5 daily, Monday through Saturday. That's Ron's Furniture in Robinson.
Bob's Pizza offers fast, quick delivery on pizza. Call Bob's Pizza at 544-3378. That's Bob's Pizza in Robinson, 544-3378.
Must have been, it was a 5-yard penalty against the Maroons, I think. Or was it a hold? That's what it was. It was probably a hold. I didn't catch it.
It was a big penalty. Of course, it was like second and, well, maybe not.
It was second and half a yard. Now it's 8, but so it's probably from the point of infraction. And so it was probably a 15-yarder. Probably. So that was a ball carrier was Nathan Fiskus, who picks up about 7 on the play, leaving about third and less than 2 yards to go, with about 7.5 minutes left to go here in the ball game.
The ball on the 27 for the Maroons.
Handoff Jim Pat Odell.
Big hole.
He cuts back. There he goes.
Sanders just kind of waved at him when he went by. And Brandon Bradbury came over and made the tackle.
Jim Pat picks up about 25 on the play as he brings the ball down to about the 42-yard line of the Panthers as the Maroons continue to move the ball here in the second half.
There's a motion. Somebody jumped.
Somebody on the right side of the line for the Maroons.
E.H. Berry Corporation is proud to be in Crawford County and is a strong supporter of the youth of the community. E.H. Berry is pleased to help bring you this broadcast. That's the E.H. Berry Corporation in Robinson.
Hey, first down and 15 for the Maroons after that penalty. Ryan Bryant back, throws us over the head of Kyle Johnson.
He looked up as it went over. He thought somebody else was on down there.
Brings up second down for the Maroons.
The Loyal Order of the Moose, number 1369 in Robinson, is proud of their community, and they're pleased to be a sponsor of tonight's telecast. That's the Loyal Order of the Moose, number 1369 here in Robinson. Bryant keeps
on the keeper.
Keeps up going. Yeah, finally knocked out of bounds.
Good job out there. Kept the ball down to about the 35. Picked up almost 10 yards, leaving about, a little over 10 yards, leaving about 3rd and 4.
Josh Rogers, and I'm not sure who the other defender was that pushed him out of bounds. I believe it was probably Dennis Mendenhall.
6.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. As this drive started out on the 5-yard line for the Maroons. Handoff up the middle to Jim Pat Odell. Look at him break free, cuts back all the way down to the 15-yard line. Good run in there by Jim Pat.
Sanders, Rogers, and Bradbury all in there to bring him down, but not until he reached the 15.
Mike Manhart's slow in getting up on that play as he comes up to his right guard position. Bruins taking a lot of time here on this play. Another pass behind Calvin Fox. It just hasn't, it's been there, but it hasn't been there. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Maroons again at the 15-yard line as Ryan Bryant gets the signals in from the sidelines. Comes up to under center, which is David Null. Throws a quick pass over the middle, broken up. A little bit behind Calvin Fox as he rolled here to the left. That brings up 3rd and 10 for the Maroons with exactly 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Good luck, Maroons, from the Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong. They are pleased to help bring you tonight's broadcast. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Timeout, Maroons.
Now save on Echo chainsaws during the fall sale at Rural King Supply. Get the Echo CS3000 chainsaw with 12-inch bar on sale for $199.99 and get a free carrying case for your saw. That's at Rural King Supply on Route 33, east of Robinson.
College, it's right around the corner. Will your child be ready? Let Pat Keene at Investment Management Research help you plan for their future. Call Pat Keene at 544-9010. He's committed to your financial future. Member NASD, SIPC. Maroons huddle up here after a timeout, looking at 3rd and 10 with 6 minutes left to go. Jim?
I'm over here in the corner.
I know. I thought I'd wake you up since you're hiding.
You're
going to interview Woodworth?
Yeah.
We've had a lot of requests for that.
I think you really should. I think you should interview the team cameraman. Look at him go hide.
What I'm trying to do is sneak over here, maybe and catch.
Reverse to Jim Pat Odell, who gets around the corner. And
wow, that's a collision, folks.
Good hits out there. There's about 4 people. Jim Pat got up, but I don't know who's down on the ground. Who wasn't the ball carrier?
Or Rogers, I think.
Josh Rogers was the tackler, but
yeah,
not sure who's down.
That's
David Null, I believe, on the ground.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
As he's trying to get up. I think he knows where. I'm not sure if he knows where he's at yet. Probably got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, it seems to be it.
As he's saying, well, I should be getting up here. Been a lot of injuries seem to be tonight. Hurts a little more when it's colder.
Yes.
Think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he's walking off pretty well.
Dr.
I think he
Elliott
just got the wind
has his
knocked
arm
out of
around him and bringing him off the field.
Robinson's left their first offensive unit in longer tonight than I expected to. It's a tough call for a coach, whether you leave your first people in and risk an injury, or you play your young folks and get them some experience, or you want your good team to have a good game, come out on a high. You know, it's really a tough thing. That's why they pay him and not me.
Nathan Fiskus
down to the goal line. I believe Aaron Schrey's in there now at center for the Maroons, coming in for
Chad Bond, one of the tacklers on the play for the Panthers that time.
Jace Woodworth shifts over to the right in an unbalanced situation. Handoff up the middle to Jake Baxter, and he's still standing untouched.
1 yard plunge.
As the Maroons open up to 33-0 lead with 5:14 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Jay Anderson in there to at the center position now for David Null, as the Maroons look like they'll go for one, with Tim Lindsay back in kick formation as they shift. Ryan Bryant comes down on one knee. Snap back, good one. Lindsay, I don't know if that one went in. It did. Hooked in there to the left as the Maroons score again on the extra point, and that makes it 34-0 as both teams come off the field.
The First Robinson Savings and Loan FA is proud to sponsor this telecast of the Robinson football game. They wish the Maroons continued success for this football season. That's First Robinson Savings and Loan FA with deposits insured by the FDIC.
This year, the VFW Post in Robinson is working toward their goal of being ranked All-American Post, which would give them a very distinguished honor and national recognition. To reach this goal, they need new memberships. Join the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson now and help them reach their goal.
The Victor Dana Corporation supports all the county athletes in their sports activities and wish them success in tonight's game. Good luck from all the people at Victor Dana Corporation, Victor Products Division in Robinson. People finding a better way.
Tim Lindsay tees it up and booms it down to about the end zone.
That's a kick.
In and out.
It bounced at the 5 and flew into the end zone.
Well,
I'm dangerous when I'm standing up here by myself.
If Silverthorne's foot hurts,
we've got a capable replacement.
At least on kickoffs.
And extra points. He's done a real good job there tonight. Again, Flea Hardy comes up under center, looking at 1st and 10 from the 20.
Bradbury, the
hands
ball
off
carrier.
to Bradbury. Penalty,
Flag.
1, 2 on the play.
Now, I'm impressed with Oblong. You got to give them credit. They were here obviously undermanned tonight, but they played with a lot of heart and a lot of spirit, and they haven't backed down from anybody. They played hard.
Yep, they sure have, and they played better than the record showed tonight, and you expect that. They're a good bunch of kids, and they're trying awful hard out there.
Yeah, they look better than a 1-7 ball club.
Yep, they sure do.
Based on some other teams we've seen this year play Robinson not as strong as Oblong has.
And you were saying a while ago you were surprised maybe that the offense was in there, most of the number one offense and things. The last couple 3 games have been pretty easy for the Maroons, and that number one group hasn't seen a lot of time, and they need to get that timing down for Wednesday's game, which we're all looking forward to here. Flea Hardy back to pass.
Complete to Sanders.
Brett Schrei on the tackle. Pickup of about 5 on a kind of a deep screen. Almost hit the back judge in the head with the pass. Looking at a 3rd and about 8 for the Maroons. Well, hopefully, if everything goes right, we'll be there Wednesday. That's our plan. If Jim will come with us. Will you come with us, Jim?
I don't know if I'll come with you or not. I intend to be there. That's asking a lot.
Oh, I tell you, time out on the field. I'm just trying to make conversations, and you just ignore me. That's okay.
Let me toss this in, if I can see it.
Where
The
you
Crawford
going?
Memorial Hospital and Foundation would like to thank everyone who came out to the Surgical and Special Care Wing dedication. This fall, the foundation is off to a great start, and we're at the halfway point of reaching our goal of 200 new foundation members for our fall membership drive. Please help us reach that goal by joining the Crawford Memorial Foundation today. Your membership means a lot. For more information, call the foundation coordinator at 544-3131.
You do such a good job.
I keep wanting to try to catch Terry as he leaves the booth up here, talk to him a little bit about the playoffs, and I'm standing here thinking, what are you going to ask him? You don't know where you're going. You don't know who you're going to play.
Okay, then what are you going to ask
I'm
him?
not sure yet.
Okay.
We'll
Just
find
answered
out.
your own question.
Well, I'm going to ask him that.
Oh, good stop in there by the line as Jeremy Sanders tries to pick up the first down, and he's pretty well stopped right at the line of scrimmage or a little bit of a loss. Good job in there by Brett Schry and Chad Rhinesmith, Charlie Applegate. There goes Jim's coffee cup.
Empty, I hope.
A bunch of clowns up
I
here
haven't
tonight.
looked yet. I'm afraid to look.
Wasn't anything in it, luckily.
My right foot is a lot warmer than it was.
The Panthers line up here to go for a 4th down with about 4 to go. Fleahardy back to pass. Fires it out there to Sanders, short. And the Maroons are going to take over here on downs at about the 26-yard line. We're waiting for Jim to do his in-depth interview. How come you didn't corral him?
He's got call of plays. They went back on offense.
Handoff. Brian Culp picks up about 8 yards on the carry.
Now we've got the reserves in.
The reserves are all in there. Charlie Rhinesmith at fullback, Brandon Lewis at 1/2, and Brian Culp. Chris Hurry at quarterback. Handoff to Brandon Lewis, who fights his way down for a couple of yards. We'll pick up the lineman if we can. There's Brian White. Can't miss him. Ryan Reynolds is in there. B.J. Stevens is in there at the left tight at the tight end position. Jay Anderson's at center. Handoff up the middle to Charlie Rhinesmith, who fights his way down to about the 12-yard line for a 1st down. Tim Lindsay's over there at right tackle, and Mike Dix is in there at the right guard spot. Ooh. Go ahead. Brian Culp got caught there in the backfield for a loss of about 1, as they bring up about a 2nd and 11 from the 14-yard line, with just a little over 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. So Chris Hurry's barking out the signals. Chris on the keeper.
Fumble.
And a fumble.
Oblong's got it, I think.
I believe so. They
Yes.
do? You aren't fast enough, Jim.
I don't think you want to talk.
Okay. All right. Panthers take over here on about the 16-yard line with 1st and 10. Fleahardy again back to throw. Being chased by Brett Schry, who misses him. And who gets a tackle? Jason Phillips. Tackles Jeff Fleahardy for a loss. I believe that wasn't Brett Schry, it was Aaron Schry who missed him on the first one. As we're looking at a 2nd and about 20. With the ball down about the 7-yard line. Again, Fleahardy goes back, throws out on the flat to Jeremy Sanders. Good catch out there. Good tackle by Brett Schry and Dwayne Neely, I believe, maybe Corey Pritchard. Brings up 3rd and about 12 as the Panthers call a timeout with 38 seconds left to go here.
Goodwine Funeral Homes of Crawford County are proud to congratulate the whole team of Fighting Maroons as they continue their journey toward a state football title. By the whole team, they mean the players for their extra effort and sportsmanship, the coaches for their guidance, the managers, cheerleaders, and fans for their support, and all the parents and friends of Robinson High School for being behind the Fighting Maroons the whole way. Once again, Good Wines congratulate you, one and all.
Which I agree wholeheartedly with. Great job out there by both teams tonight. Even though the Maroons are winning, the Panthers played a good game. It's been a hard-hitting game, but it's been a clean game.
There's a young man down here in crutches with his right ankle wrapped up. Is that Silverthorne? I
No,
can't tell him.
that's a freshman.
Yeah, I thought he looked awfully small.
Okay, Flea Hardy comes up under the ball. 3rd down and about 12 or 13 to go. Does he go back to pass? Little dump over the middle of the tight end.
Is that Jordan?
That's Jordan again, I believe.
Eric Jordan.
As there's a pickup of about 5 yards on the play, bringing up 4th and about 8 with 20 seconds and counting as the Panthers come up quickly to get a play off. Flea Hardy back to throw. There's a hold and an incomplete pass. As the Maroons, Aaron Try had a good rush on there. And we're looking at 8 seconds left here to go in the ball game as Jim gets his coffee.
Well, I was just thinking about the playoffs. We can only speculate where they may go. The popular concept right now is that they may wind up in Flora on Wednesday night. The
could be
second
Sullivan.
Second choice would probably be maybe in Mount Carmel. Yeah, that's the question, is whether or not they're going to go south or maybe pick one of the teams up north, Clinton or Sullivan.
Well, there's a couple other key questions. One is, will Mount Carmel be 3A or 4A? Will Effingham be 3A or 4A, which could make things real interesting? Will Newton make it? They should. They have, I believe, they have enough points, but they are They should be 6-3. They should have beat Fairfield tonight. Flora will be 7-2, I believe, only losing to Mount Carmel and Salem. And we're looking at the last play of the ball game, I believe, as Flea Hardy goes back to throw on a rush, throws back across the field, and Brett.
He tried to lateral,
I don't know what that was. That's an interception by Brett Try.
He gets credit for the interception, surely.
And then there was a fumble on the play.
And maybe a completed pass, I'm not sure.
Kind of popped out of his hand there as
all we needed was a tuba in the band section.
And that ends the game with the Maroons winning 34-0 here tonight at the Shrine game, as both teams meet at the center part of the field and shake hands. And Jim.
A good season. I'm not Jim, but there's a good season. They duplicated last season's 8-1 record, and onward and upward.
Yeah, there's been a couple of low points. The Effingham game, they played awfully good here. Right after the Effingham game, they seemed to wake up and take off, and they've really done a good job since then. Kind of had their hands full for a good 3/4 of the game tonight, but they finally come out on top.
Well, Robinson's got a good ball club, and wherever they go in the playoffs, I think they're ready. And it appears that they came out of tonight's ball game with minimum of problem. We don't know the extent of the injury with Silverthorne,
who was hurt in the first series, but
and hopefully it's not serious. He plays some defense. He plays an offensive guard, and of course the main thing, the offensive threat, is a kicker. So we certainly hope he's going to be okay. I remember last year, though, as the playoffs started, the injuries started coming fast.
We had all the injuries after the playoffs started than we did before.
And that got a little scary. You kind of wonder how things would have gone last year without those.
Well, as we said before, we'll all know Saturday night.
Yeah, as you're watching this ball game, you probably already know if you...
Could be, and we can go north, south, east, west, whatever we may do. It could be Flora, Mount Carmel, Sullivan, or someone else. But we're planning on being there next Wednesday, and all the way through the playoffs is our plan.
Well, next Wednesday night, if the Maroons happen to win, it'll be on Saturday night, and then again a week from that Saturday night. So we're going to go as far as we can. We hope it'll be down at least to the semifinals. They don't let us in the finals, but we can go watch anyway. This program is copyrighted 1993 by Worldwide Sound and Video Productions. No portion of this program can be reproduced or duplicated in any form. Copies of this program can be obtained by contacting Ron Wheeler at Worldwide Sound and Video Productions at 618-544-7898.
Once again, the sponsors for tonight's game were Pat Keene Investment Management and Research, Bob's Pizza, Ron's Furniture, Crawford Memorial Hospital, Crawford County State Bank, Robinson Dairy Queen, Pulliam Funeral Homes, American Legion EM Kohler Post 69 in Robinson, the Kemper CPA Group, Westgate Red and White, E.H. Berry Corporation, Loyal Order of Moose number 1369, Goodwine Funeral Homes, the Jamboree Junction, Crawford County Insurance Agency in Oblong, First Robinson Savings and Loan, Rural King Supply, Morris Construction, Leaf Incorporated in Robinson, the Big Buck Building Center, VFW Post 4549, the Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong, Victor Dana Corporation, Victor Products Division, Charlie Incorporated, and Worldwide Sound and Video Productions.
I'd like to thank all those sponsors again myself who've been here and made it possible so that we can do this and bring this great Robinson team to your screens. And looking forward to hopefully the next 3 weeks and 4 games.
Well,
and then on to the carpet in Bloomington.
It's been a fun year, and we will be covering the playoff games as far as the Maroons can go next Wednesday night. We'll be looking forward to seeing you there. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast tonight. For Tony Schry, Dwayne Shaw, Ron Wheeler, I'm Jim Kincaid.
Was Christopher Ziegler Royalton? Did they fall into 3?
Yeah, let's see. Christopher, let's see. Yeah, they would be in the 3A. Yeah, Breeze Central is the smallest 3A, and then Christopher would be the second smallest. So yeah, they're in 3A.
Christopher is kind of a surprise. They hired a new head coach who's been one of Al Martin's assistants from DuQuoin, and basically he went in there, according to Woody, who's Jim Woodward, my coach, and basically put in the DuQuoin system and did a real good job. The other, Cesar Valier probably went 2A if Johnson City did.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, so those would be, really Johnson City and Cesar were 2 of the other good teams in the area. So I would say it would be Harrisburg, DuQuoin, and then right below them would be Heron.
Right.
And pretty much feel like that the area is down from what it's been the last 2 or 3 years. Although Harrisburg's a hard team to figure. You know, they have just gotten steadily better all year long, and they were the most physical team we played.
Well, we'll start finding out for sure come Wednesday night. Won't be long. Well,
yeah, no. Who's Robinson play?
We don't know yet. The announcement hadn't been made there, so it'll probably be another half hour or so before we learn that. But
so you know what class you're in?
Yeah, we're in the 3A. Yeah,
okay.
Right.
Well,
So got Mike Scheimer here with us. I think he's got Eric Kessler on the other line. Wants to talk a little bit with him up around Petersburg, Portis. So
okay.
Good to visit with you, Phil. We appreciate your help, and maybe we'll see you down the line here in November.
Wish everybody good luck for me, and if
we
you
will.
get down this area, I hope to see everybody.
Okay. Thank you much. Appreciate it. Okay, that's Phil Trapani. Now, if we can switch it over to Mike Scheimer. All right. We got to switch over to here. All right. Eric?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, here. Mike, you come on around and chat. How you doing up there?
Just fine.
That's great. Going to get Mike over here on the phone. He can chat with you a little bit about how things are going up your way. Mike?
Hi, Eric. Only got a couple of minutes, so I'll have to talk kind of quick, and appreciate you taking the time to find out a little bit about the football teams up in your area. You want to give us a short update? Go ahead.
Yeah, in Central Illinois, basically the top teams that I've seen or heard about are Normal University High. They're sitting at 8-1. They're in the Corn Belt Conference. Muhammad Seymour is another team that's around Champaign that's had a pretty good season. Clinton High School, which is located between Lincoln and Champaign, have had a very good year. They beat a good Eureka team Friday night, 35-3. And on the 2A scene, we look at Tremont at 8-1, which is in our conference here against Petersburg Portis. Pittsfield, who is also in the River Trails Conference, and they're both sitting at 8-1.
That's the conference you play in.
Yes. River Trails, which consists of Tremont, Pittsfield, Eureka,
Several good teams up in your area.
Yeah.
Clifton, you say they're one of the stronger ones around?
Yeah, Clifton Central, they're 9-0, and they're up around Kankakee, which is a little farther north from here, but they seem like they're one of the top teams in the northern area of the state.
Uh-huh.
Coal City also, they're sitting at 9-0. They're ranked third in the state in the AP polls. They're by Joliet, and they've also had a lot of people talking about them. So those are probably two of the top teams in the northern part that people should be looking at.
Coal City went 2A. They just barely got in there, so the line was one team above them at Carlinville, so kind of dodged them, I guess. If you want to keep somebody out, that might have been the one to do it.
Yeah, definitely. Dunlap,
yeah.
also, they're 7-2. They got beat by Chillicothe Thursday night. So I'm not sure how good Chillicothe was, but a lot of people have been talking about Dunlap too.
Uh-huh.
So.
Okay. Well, listen, we haven't got much time. Appreciate you, taking the evening to give us a chance to talk. If you want to say hello to your mom and dad, go ahead.
Hello to them, and also I'd like to wish Coach Roach and the Fighting Maroons a lot of luck in the football playoffs.
Okay.
It's really nice, reading about them in the paper up here in Springfield and Peoria area. So wish them all the best.
Okay, well, thanks a lot, Eric, and we'll be talking to you later down the road and see you at your wedding.
Thank you.
Okay, good
Bye-bye.
night. That's Eric Kessler from Petersburg, Porta. And appreciate him taking the time to visit. And of course, he's a former Robinson standout athlete. Okay, half minute to go, and we're going to go back on the satellite, I guess we'll call that thing, right? So anyway, Eric Kessler with us this evening. He was a former standout Robinson High School basketball and baseball player just a few years ago, and now a coach up at the Petersburg Porta school system. So I think we're going to the wire now. Okay.
Those stations who have done a local cutaway, we're back with more pairings on the Pigskin Playoff Preview. I'm Terry Wright from WTIM News Talk Radio 1410 in Taylorville, along with Leonard Seiler. And Leonard's here from WCNL. And Leonard, I think we've got Greg Blevins on the line, and he's ready for 5A. Are you ready for it?
I got my pen sharpened, if you can do such a thing.
Pen in hand, pizza in stomach, and he's ready to go. Greg, where to you?
All right, I'm ready too, and Leonard's got guts. He does things in pen. I seen him do a crossword puzzle one time in pen. Okay,
correctly, by the way.
Here we go. Number one game is Bloomington High School. They'll be traveling to take on Belleville West. That's Bloomington High taking on Belleville West. In game two, Edwardsville makes the long haul to East St. Louis Senior. That's kind of unlikely. The IHSA put two teams close together. Edwardsville taking on East St. Louis Senior in the first round. Normal Community will be traveling to Rock Island to take on Rock Island High School. That's Normal Community taking on Rock Island High. In game four is Belvedere.
Street Heat Mobile Audio is the place everyone goes when they're looking for quality name brand equipment. They carry the latest in CD players to produce great sound for the enjoyment of both young and old, the latest car alarms to protect your auto investment. Plus, they have Cellular One equipment. Stop by and see all that Street Heat Mobile Audio has to offer. They even have their own MECP National Certified Professional who is always ready to service your needs. Street Heat Mobile Audio is your complete audio dealer, open 6 days a week, 303 West Main in Robinson. The E.H. Berry Corporation congratulates the Robinson Maroons football team on their outstanding '93 season and continued success in the state playoff games. E.H. Berry knows that someday soon these youth will be the leaders of our community, and they are proud of the display of sportsmanship and leadership shown by this team. Whether you win or lose on the field, you're always number one with the E.H. Berry Corporation.
Okay, well, we're going to visit a few minutes here until we can get the phone service back in line. We've temporarily lost contact with the satellite. So.
Yeah, sounds like they had a telephone line went down on them, but Kevin Sponner turned the line, and we'll be right back on here shortly as soon as they get their problems cleared up. Might even try them there and see if anything can be done. In the meantime, they were running through the 5A pairings, I guess, weren't they, Mike?
Yeah.
So not really missing anything, I
No,
guess,
it's
as far
nothing
as
we really wanna
we're
know about.
concerned in our area. If we get down to 4A, then we'll start getting serious. We'll have some 4A schools from this area will be in the playoffs. Effingham there, Salem there.
Salem and Effingham, two that stand out. I think I could give you a quick rundown of the teams that are in the 3A if you'd like. We've got those marked here.
Okay.
Breeze Central, Christopher Co-op, Dwight Co-op, the Aurora Central Catholic High School, Hoopston, Clifton Central, Freeburg, Nashville, Sullivan Co-op, Harvard, Addison Driscoll, Normal University High, Greenville, Dunlap, DuQuoin, Breeze Mater Dei, Robinson, Waterloo, Lombard Montini, Evergreen Park, Clinton Co-op, Mahomet Seymour, Kewanee High School, Flora, Spring Valley Hall, Harrisburg, Newton, Heron, Aurora, Marmion, Princeton, Mount Carmel, and Pontiac. Those will make up the 32 teams, and they'll be paired out here later this evening. And we'll be waiting for an announcement to see what the game's going to be. It just looks like, just from the teams we've seen, we're going to be on the road for Wednesday night.
All right, Kevin, they're having a problem. Okay, all right. So we've been on the phone and in contact with the folks at the network, and they're experiencing a problem there. So as soon as it is cleared up, we'll have them back on directly here. And since they're down, we're probably not going to miss anything. So they're going to have to pick up where they left off. It's a problem out of our control, like the old saying goes, technical difficulties, I guess. But it's that and not on our end, so we'll do the best we can. Meantime, might we mention here that our sponsors of our Pigskin Playoff Preview broadcast tonight and our coverage of upcoming playoff games include Monical's Pizza, E.H. Berry Corporation, Rural King Supply, the Woodworth Insurance Agency, Street Heat Mobile Audio, UCAR Carbon, Family Vision Clinic, the Crawford County State Bank, Dr. Mike Elliott, Rago Office Products, Crawford Memorial Hospital, Big Buck Building Center, and the Victor Division of the Dana Corporation. Our thanks to them for being along, and know all those folks are as excited as we are and look forward to Wednesday night. And you were just saying, Mike, Wednesday night, we said that earlier, with the success that Robinson has had in the playoffs with a couple of home games the last 2 years, a good possibility to hit the road for the first round.
Well, we can speculate a little bit. Flora, a distinct possibility. They've only had a playoff game 2 years ago. They held a preliminary contest, and you look maybe at Sullivan. They weren't in the playoffs last year, and the year before that they held a preliminary game. So more than likely, that's a
Mahomet Seymour possibility that direction too, and in that foursome.
Right, and there's another team that's not held a lot of playoff games. We would have had, 2 last year, 2 the year before, and we've had real good success there. So more than likely, and I think if you really got Coach Roach in a quarter and asked him, he probably wouldn't mind playing on the road that first night and coming back home and you get a little bit further away each game you play. It's kind of nice to get one a little bit closer.
Well, we remember 2 years ago distinctly, 1991, Robinson opened at Mount Carmel, and second round game was at Newton. Now that's just almost like having
two home
games. And then we came home and had the next 2 at home. Let's see, who was Herscher down for the quarterfinal, and DuQuoin here for the semifinal. So playing at Newton, gosh, that's just a neighborhood game between a couple of good rivals, and it's just fun to play with.
And it's easy for
easy
for our people to get there. That close, it's not too far of a drive on a Wednesday evening or even a Saturday. And of course, you start looking like a few years ago, a long drive to Herscher. A lot of people may not be able to make it, so you don't mind playing on the road maybe early and come back and catch that home
You
game.
get into a Saturday game, and I don't care how far it is, Mike, people are going to find a way.
Yeah, there'll be some buses go anyway, won't there?
Yeah, be some interest there. So still waiting for the network to attempt to clear up their difficulties. They've got some serious difficulties, obviously, but hope we get it cleaned up here momentarily, and we'll get into the 3A pairings that will come down our way. Could mention once again here, while we just cover a little bit of time, that the boys and girls, we got it back?
We're
Okay,
back.
I was going to mention the cross country, and we will do that a bit later, but let's get back to the network now.
Should be a good matchup there.
Joliet Catholic, like you say, is perennial. They're there every year.
And you're listening to the Pigskin Playoff Preview on the Hometown Illinois Radio Network.
Money. Nothing has more of an impact on the quality of your life. That's why Money Magazine can be so important, so vital to you, the key to wisely managing your finances and taking control of your life. It helps you make the most of profitable opportunities now and helps you live better in the future. Money shows how you can earn more on your investments, save on taxes, spend smarter, find the best deals when you borrow, put your children through college, and plan for that golden retirement. Issue after issue, Money gives you the strategies, advice, and ideas you need to help you get the most out of your financial life. So don't wait. Subscribe now. Call toll-free 800-228-6609 and get 13 issues of Money, 4 monthly payments of just $8.99 each. Order now, and you'll also receive Money's Financial Advisor, 3 valuable booklets designed to help you achieve total financial success, absolutely free with your subscription. Call Money now at 800-228-6609. That's 800-228-6609.
Monocle's Pizza in Robinson has expanded, redecorated, and added a new dining room for private parties. To book your own pizza party, just call Monocle's. But pizza isn't the only thing we're good at. Monocle's now offer family and individual pasta dishes, including spaghetti, ravioli, and tortellini. Salads and garlic breadsticks make the meal complete. Enjoy the delicious pasta now available from Monocle's Pizza, West Main, Robinson. Crawford Memorial Hospital joins other sports sponsors in supporting all Crawford County athletes. Throughout the entire school year, Crawford Memorial Hospital will continue sponsoring local and Illini sports action. Take care of your family this coming winter season. As colder weather approaches, dress warmly to prevent outbreaks of colds and flu. Another local sports booster, Crawford Memorial Hospital, working toward a healthier tomorrow.
With you on the Pigskin Playoff Preview. I'm Terry Wright. Leonard Seiler is alongside, and we're getting ready to move on into the 4A, and this is where it's going to get interesting for us. As I was talking with Scott a little bit earlier, the teams that we're really associated with in our area, and we're looking forward to see how these break out, Leonard, and pretty soon we're going to get down to 3A and 2A, where you're going to take over and tell me who's going to win.
Oh, yeah, sure I am. And I'm going to go to Vegas.
That's right. And we do want to make a brief apology to some of our affiliates. I understand that we did lose the network for a few moments there during the 5A bracketing. We apologize for that technical error, and hopefully it won't happen again to us tonight. Greg, are you ready with 4A up there in Bloomington yet?
Well, I have some 4A here. We're scratching some down. I think I can go ahead and reel some of them off to you, at least the first half right now, as my assistant feels off. Okay, starting from the top in Class 4A. We have, starting from the top, Cahokia will be traveling to Highland. That's Cahokia traveling to Highland in Game 1. In Game 2, Carbondale will be taking on Roxana. That's Carbondale taking on Roxana. In game number 3, Salem is traveling down to Bethalto to take on Civic Memorial. That's Salem taking on Bethalto Civic Memorial. Effingham High School is traveling over to Jerseyville to take on Jerseyville, Jersey. That is Effingham taking on Jerseyville. Decatur MacArthur, they're going to be traveling to Springfield as Springfield Lanphier gets a home game in the first round. Decatur MacArthur taking on Springfield Lanphier in Springfield. But the other Springfield team, Sacred Heart Griffin, they have to go on the road as they travel up to Washington. That's Springfield Sacred Heart Griffin taking on Washington. Peoria Manual, they're traveling to Sterling to take on Sterling. That's Peoria Manual and Sterling High School. And we're going to take a break right there. That's about all I have written as we speak, and I'll get the rest of those to you in a sec.
Okay, we'll take a look at what we've got here, Greg, and thank you for the job that you're doing up there in Bloomington at the offices of the IHSA. As we take a look at the bracket so far in Class 4A, Leonard, no real surprises. Geographically, they're making everyone travel the least amount possible. When you take a look at, these are mostly the southern schools right now in the state: Cahokia to Highland, Carbondale, Roxana, Salem, Bethel Civic Memorial, Effingham, Jerseyville, Decatur, Lamphere, Sacred Heart Griffin, Washington, and Manual and Sterling. No one's having to hit the road too far in 4A so far.
Well, you had talked about the 4A schools when you were talking to Scott earlier, is the most diversified of all of the classes because it takes in a majority of the schools, and they can go from one class to the other class. So that's really not that unusual, I don't think, in this particular case. A little bit from the new conference that Taylorville is in. Cahokia, I think, knocked off Southeast this past week to knock them out of a potential playoff berth as well. So they don't have to travel very far to go to Highland. That's not very far at all.
Okay, and of course, Effingham is in the playoff, representing the Apollo Conference, along with a couple other Apollo Conference teams that are in there that we'll get to a little bit later. That'll be in the 3A, and hopefully a little bit later in the next local segment of the broadcast, we'll be talking with Larry Wilson, sports director down at WPRC in Effingham. I've known him for several years, well, as long as I've been broadcasting for Taylorville. He's been even longer at Effingham, and we've worked very closely over the years, and I'm going to try to get a hold of Larry a little bit later, and we'll be talking to him about what their coaches and the people in Effingham think about their playoff situation. But the Apollo is another one of these conferences that got 3 representatives in.
Yes, and you're going to find that that makes it difficult for the IHSA because they try as much as possible not to pair conference teams in that first round. And like we had mentioned earlier, in the Class A, the mid-central up with Lexington and that bunch, there were up to 5 of them that almost qualified. 4 of them did, so that's going to make it tough.
Okay, and we're going to continue with the 4A when Greg gets us a little more, but we're going to be coming up on another break here in a minute. You have something you wanted to add?
Well, when we lost our signal there for a while, we were going through the 5A. I just wondered whether you might want to go through that 5A again.
Well, just very quickly, I think if anything, we just missed the second half of the bracket, and we'll run down it here in this last minute before our break. Lake Forest is traveling to Highland Park. Chicago Mather goes against Des Plaines, Maine West. Park Ridge, Maine South goes to Chicago de la Salle. Chicago Mount Carmel is at Chicago Gage Park. Oak Lawn Richards is at Chicago Simeon. Palos Heights Shepherd at Dolton Thornridge. Kankakee at New Lenox Providence. And Bolingbrook, the number 1 rated team in the Class 5A, is at Joliet Catholic. So that's the completion of that 5A bracket, and we hope all the stations along the network have picked up on that. We remind you now that you're listening to the Pigskin Playoff Preview on the Hometown Illinois Radio Network.
If you have not prepared your will, please listen carefully. Without a will, the laws of the state, and not you, will determine who receives your property and in what amounts, who manages the affairs of your estate. Your choice as guardian of your minor children may never be known. Your loved ones could face unnecessary legal costs and needless court delays. Now you can make your own will quickly and safely with the American Will Kit for just $14.95 plus shipping. You'll receive simple fill-in-the-blank will forms with easy-to-follow directions. The forms were prepared by lawyers to be valid in all 50 states. Order now and you'll also receive free of charge our easy-reading Personal Protection Guide, giving you important tips and special information that can save you money. Join the more than 1 million Americans who have already taken advantage of this special phone-in opportunity. To order by credit card, call toll-free 1-800-443-7400. Sorry, no CODs. Call now, 1-800-443-7400.
Rural King Supply is proud of the Robinson Fighting Maroons for their performance during the 1993 football season. Continued success during the postseason playoffs. For all the supplies you need for farm or home, stop by Rural King Supply, Outer East Main and Robinson.
Rago Office Products, downtown Robinson, is one more local sports sponsor wishing the best to the Fighting Maroons in the 1993 postseason state playoffs. Rego carries in-stock office supplies from labels to ribbons, desktop accessories, and more. If they don't have your item in stock, they have a fast special order service. Again, good luck to the Fighting Maroons in state tournament play. From Rego Office Products, located on the east side of the square, downtown Robinson.
To the Pigskin Playoff Preview on your Hometown Illinois Radio Network, and we've gotten almost halfway through the 4A bracket, and Greg Blevins is standing by at the IHSA offices in Bloomington, and we've got the remainder of the bracket, and we left off with Peoria Emanuel going to Sterling. What have you got next for us, Greg?
Okay, my next one is Peoria Richwoods as they travel to take on Geneseo. That's Peoria Richwoods taking on Geneseo. Fox Lake travels to Crystal Lake. That's Fox Lake taking on Crystal Lake. In game number 10 of Class 4A, Cary is traveling to Mundelein. That is Cary at Mundelein. Two Chicago teams will face each other in game 11 as Chicago Crane travels to take on Chicago Harper. That's Chicago Crane taking on Chicago Harper. In game number 12, Batavia takes on Riverside. That's Batavia taking on Riverside. In the 13th game, it is Tinley Park taking on Chicago King. That's Tinley Park and Chicago King at Chicago King. Chicago Heights Marion in game number 14 will be taking on Country Club Hills Hillcrest. That's Chicago Heights Marion taking on Country Club Hills Hillcrest. In game number 15 is Kankakee McNamara taking on Oswego. That's Kankakee McNamara taking on Oswego. And in the final game in Class 4A 16th, it is Norris taking on Urbana High School. That's Norris traveling to Urbana. And that is list of 4A pairings.
Okay, Greg, thanks a lot. And it's interesting in this 4A pairings as I look very quickly back at the last poll that we saw in 4A. Leonard, some of the top-rated teams going to have to meet in this first round, and the first obvious one, Kankakee Bishop McNamara taking on Oswego. They're ranked 5 and 6, so that's a big matchup right there.
Yeah, those are two veteran names of the playoffs. Bishop Mac has been in it for years and years, and Oswego's a fine ball club.
And Washington is the 10th-ranked school, and I talked a little bit with Scott about that, and that's who Sacred Heart Griffin has drawn in the first round. And Washington has been there. Sacred Heart Griffin's been there a lot, and that could be a very good showdown right there.
Yeah, and Sacred Heart Griffin has run off 7 in a row after dropping their first two. It's been a long time since Sacred Heart Griffin, before it joined with their sister school, Sacred Heart, has dropped 2 in a row to start the season.
Geneseo is the number 1 team in the polls in the 4A, but of course it's got to be difficult to rank these teams, as we've already alluded to the diversity and the different areas of the state they come from. I don't know how much stock you can really put in those rankings, but as Scott and I talked about this Geneseo program, that's one of these teams like Sacred Heart Griffin. They just seem to have an aura about them that they're going to get attention every year just from the press that they get. They are perennial winners, and people just look up to those types of programs.
Yeah, Drew Woodruff, who made the trip with me this evening, assistant coach at Girard, we made the comment of knowing how to win is very, very important, and they certainly know how to win.
That's a great comment, because Don Anderson and I have used, as we've covered the Taterville Tornadoes this year, the thing that we said is we've found out that we're competitive against these schools. Now you have to find out that you can beat them. And that is it's a big psychological block, I think.
And it takes time. You know, it doesn't happen overnight.
Okay, we remind our listeners you're listening to the Pigskin Playoff Preview on the Hometown Illinois Radio Network.
How would you like to mingle with golf pros at major tour events, or talk candidly with them in the locker room and get the story behind the story? Well, now there's a magazine that takes you where the news is breaking. A different kind of magazine, not found on newsstands. Golf World, the #1 news magazine in golf. Golf World brings you...
Maroon's taking a lot of time on this one. Well,
that stepped off. That'll give him 5 yards and a first down.
The Victor Dana Corporation supports all the county athletes in their sports activities and wish them success at tonight's game. Good luck from all the people at Victor Dana Corporation, Victor Products Division in Robinson. People finding a better way.
The Crawford Memorial Hospital and Foundation would like to thank everyone who came out to the Surgical and Special Care Wing dedication. This fall, the foundation is off to a great start. We're at the halfway point and reaching our goal of 200 new foundation members for our fall membership drive. Please help us reach that goal by joining the Crawford Memorial Foundation today. Your membership means a lot. For more information, call the foundation coordinator at 544-3131. First and 10 for the Maroons. Ball at the 29. Handoff.
Brandon
Lewis.
Holding.
Flag.
Little handful of jersey there.
I believe it was holding on the Maroons.
Takes it across the 25, but I imagine it's going to come back.
It is. Now save on Echo chainsaws during the fall sale at Rural King Supply. Get the Echo CS3000 chainsaw with 12-inch bar on sale for $199.99 and get a free carrying case for your saw. That's at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson. Go out and see the Jones brothers.
At Ron's Furniture, you'll find recliners, sleepers, and other top-quality furniture at a reasonable price. They're open from 10 to 5 daily, Monday through Saturday. That's Ron's Furniture in Robinson.
Okay, first and a lot.
Well, 15 anyway.
22 to be, let's see, 10, 22 yards to go.
Oh, yeah, that was a big one, wasn't it?
Right.
All the way back to the 41-yard line.
Maroons shifting an unbalance to the left. Handoff to Charlie Rhinesmith. Too many Rhinesmiths, Applegates, Chads, and Charlies. I have an awful time.
When it comes to farm and residential real estate, Weber Realty are experts in taking care of your needs, whether it's listings, sales, or appraisals. See Weber Realty on the east side of the square in Robinson, or call 544-3156.
Shaw's fading away on us. Second back through.
And you all have to remember to send get well cards to Shaw down in Olney. Make him feel better.
Well, Watts comes out, and Paul Maxwell into the game. They're trading back and forth on that on the far end.
Third down and about 16 yards to go, 17 at the most.
B.J. Stevens splits out to this side. Maxwell stays in tight on the other side. Handoff.
Fumble.
No handoff. And Charleston recovered. No doubt about that.
Just missed the connection between Chris Hurry there and Brandon Lewis. Could happen to anybody. And with 7:57 to go, the Trojans take over on about the 35.
Well, a good job by the young Robinson Maroons.
The VFW in Robinson has done a lot for Crawford County. Last year, they gave over $57,000 in let's start over. It must be the fourth quarter. I can't talk.
Open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Sundays for lunch.
Well, I almost made it through the whole game. Trap.
Big hole, but
that was a funny play, wasn't it?
It was a late trap.
They kind of left in stages.
Right.
Odell and Phillips made the stop.
I think the Maroon defense wants a shutout. Maroons are showing a lot of class here, along with the whole coaching staff, who they've been totally dominated the game. This is kind of the Mount Zion game, a mirror image of it, only it poured down rain and it stopped.
Good defensive move that time on
Dwayne Neely.
And
Justin Stone. Mike Dix made the tackle.
Yeah, he made the tackle on. He read the play real well. The handoff was the first man, and Dix had him wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Third down and about 3 yards to go, with about six and a half minutes here in the fourth quarter. C.J. Applegate splits way. No, he doesn't.
He's going to the bench.
He's going to the bench. I've had it. I'm done. Go ahead, Jim. Here, I thought he was in there, and I thought, oh, well, you guys just let me just step all over myself. That's okay.
Try that commercial one more time.
You want to? Okay, here we go. The VFW in Robinson has a lot of... If you guys laugh, I'm going to hit you. No, I'm going to do this one.
Due to circumstances beyond our control, it'll be a short interlude of organ music.
They're now taking the mic away from Tony Schrei and permanently hiding it.
1st and 10 for the Trojans. Hand off to Mitch Eason, and Eason,
well.
yeah, good gain.
Good tackle in there by Jim Pat, who upended him.
About an 8-yard pickup.
Can I try again, Jim?
Jump right in there.
The VFW in Robinson has done a lot for Crawford County. Last year, they gave over $57,000 in contributions to local veterans and community projects. Your membership dues help to make this all possible. Sign up now at the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson. Standing ovation. Handoff.
To the tailback, and he didn't go anywhere.
Picked up maybe 1 yard, close to the first down. About a half a yard, maybe a yard short.
The Crawford County Insurance Agency carries all lines of insurance. Call Don Helene, your full-time Pekin agent, at 544-9200 or 392-3553 at the Crawford County Insurance Agency in Oblong, Illinois.
Looking at, I thought I saw official timeout.
Clark and Jan Pulliam and the staff at Pulliam Funeral Homes wish the Maroons the very best on their way to the playoffs in the 1993 football season. Good luck, Maroons, from the Pulliam Funeral Homes.
Handoff second back. Dwayne Neely on the tackle. Pick up a first down for the Trojans with about 4.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Morris Construction and his employees actively sponsor Robinson High School football games and help to fund the new bleachers and press areas. Good luck from Morris Construction. You're awful quiet over there,
Yeah,
Jim.
I'm watching, and I'm trying to look up numbers that I haven't seen here for a while. The Trojans split a man out to the near side here. Jason Drake, we haven't seen much of him tonight. And Chad Rankins, I thought he almost stripped the ball from him. Got in trouble, lost about 5 yards on the play back to the 45-yard.
Brian Michael was on the tackle. I'm not sure who else was there, and I hate to say that I missed the number because I want everybody to get recognized, that's for sure. Because they played an awfully steady game,
Played a good
sound
ball
game.
They've pretty well got the first unit defensive team in there.
Most of the middle guys have, not to contradict, or kind of switched around. The Schrei guys are still in there, but the defensive line's pretty well sophomores now.
Rankins back to throw. Airs one out long. And Bonnell down there on defense gets a hand on the ball.
Good job by Bonnell as he stuck his arm in front of the receiver to break it up.
Dr. David Rotman is a family physician offering family practice and obstetrics at 1008 North Allen Street in Robinson. Dr. Rotman is proud to be a part of the community. Good luck to the Maroons from Dr. David Rotman.
The Loyal Order of Moose, number 1369 in Robinson, is proud of their community and is pleased to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. That's the Loyal Order of Moose, number 1369 in Robinson. Third down and 17 as the Trojans have the ball here on the 45. Look at Brett Schrei.
Being chased.
Oh, what an...
Pritchard almost had it.
Tried to one-hand it.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
there was some just great individual efforts there. Brett Schrei had a good rush. Mike Dix was right there, and Corey Pritchard did everything but intercept it, but he did a good job as it brings up 4th and 17 for the Trojans. I would imagine they will go for it with 3:16 left here on the clock.
In the ball game.
As the Maroons will next week take on the Oblong Panthers, and after that it's playoff time because the Maroons with this victory will be in the playoffs again this year for the 3rd straight year and 4 out of the last 5 years.
Did he get it?
Nope, he did.
Juggled it around.
Boy.
I saw it twice, and then it disappeared.
A lot of maroon jerseys around there.
My.
Brett didn't quite get it. That was Brett Schrei that broke up the pass and almost pulled in the interception.
Retiring from your job, moving on to a new one? Let Pat Keene at Investment Management and Research help you with an IRA rollover. Call Pat Keene at 544-9010. He's committed to your financial future. Member NASD, SIPC.
Well, we can talk a little bit about the ball game coming up next week. Cross-county rival Oblong Panthers will be here in Robinson. We'll be doing that ball game. Playoff time will be starting then on the following Wednesday night. They'll play Wednesday, and then playoff games will be the next Saturday night, and then it'll be a week before another one. So depending on what happens, the Maroons will be in the playoffs. They'll play their first game on a Wednesday night. We know yet not where. And if they win, they will follow up immediately on the Saturday night following. So there's some
and we
ball
hope
games.
for lots of Saturdays.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to cover it as far as we can go.
Tony Graham was the ball carrier there, a freshman who just came into the ball game for Charlie Rhinesmith. Don't know who the penalty was on. It was a 5. It was a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, big, yeah.
But it's kind of a tribute to the coaching staff who these last 2 games have kind of been laughers after the first quarter, but the Maroons have really played solid ball on both sides of it and have gotten a lot of work for a lot of kids, and that just makes them better down the road for the playoffs. May not get a lot of stats, but they're doing an awfully good job out there. The line's playing good. We've only seen 1 fumble out of the reserves and really haven't seen much, anything stupid. Handoff, Brandon Lewis.
He gets about 3 yards and then is hit and stopped. And watching Chris Hurry, freshman quarterback, doing a good job out there this evening, but basically he's the backup quarterback with Corey with his hand as big as your foot. I don't know that playoff game comes up. Corey will not have that hand unbandaged. Will be out of the count.
I think it'll be close. I know it's I don't know how many weeks his is going to be, so I'll check with that. We'll find out a little bit, but Chris has done an awful good job out there behind the number 2 line, number 3 line, and number 1 line, which that's good for him to get some of those snaps from David Null, the number 1 center, as a hands off to
Brian Culp.
Excuse me.
Again, working with that backfield inexperience, their timing has been pretty good, and they've executed very well. We got a new number back there too, 43.
That's Tony Graham.
Tony Graham in
a
at the
freshman.
fullback. Okay.
If you'd have been listening to me.
Sorry, I apologize.
That's okay.
We'll
sort of you.
Turn you off, a little like my wife.
I'm going to tell her to watch
that number to call.
In Palestine.
He keeps the ball. Good decision. He's hit right away, but he couldn't pitch it back, and you got to know when to hang on to it and when to throw.
There's a flag in the defensive backfield way late.
This portion of the broadcast was brought to you in part by Leaf Incorporated in the Robinson plant, where they manufacture Heath, Milk Duds, Sicklets, and Whopper candies. That's Leaf Incorporated in Robinson.
The First Robinson Savings and Loan, FA, is proud to sponsor this telecast of the Robinson football game. They wish the Maroons continued success for this football season. That's the First Robinson Savings and Loan, FA, with deposits insured by the FDIC.
Illegal hit by the Charleston crew, as it looks like there's a timeout on the field. E.H. Berry Corporation is proud to be in Crawford County and is a strong supporter of the youth of the community. E.H. Berry is pleased to help bring you this broadcast. That's E.H. Berry Corporation in Robinson. As we got a timeout on the field with 43 seconds left.
Okay, well, let's see. Here's one that a new sponsor with us this year. We've talked about through the ball games, but our first time this year is Complete Service Cleanup. It's for all your auto detailing needs. Call CSC. For an appointment, call them at 544-2322. They're open Monday through Saturday from 8 to 5. Complete Service Cleanup is located at the northeast corner of Gordon Junction, and they're open all winter long.
Okay, what's the number? 544-3378. That's Bobe's Pizza. Bobe's Pizza offers fast, quick deliveries on pizzas. Call Bobe's Pizza at 544-3378. That's Bobe's Pizza in Robinson at 544-3378.
Closing sheet. 43 seconds on the clock here in the ball game. Wind it down.
So Maroons come back on the field. Maybe the last play of the game.
Well, they got to start the clock. There it goes.
Good run up there by Tony Graham. Found a good hole and picked up 3 or 4 yards.
The Revenue Reconciliation Act of 1993 is now law. The new tax law provides tax breaks for some investments, but also includes tax rate increases and limits on deductions. See your tax professionals at Kemper CPA Group for tax planning before the end of the year.
The Crawford County State Bank is ready to handle all your banking needs. If you need some financial advice regarding loans or trust accounts, they are there to help. The Crawford County State Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. And that is the end of the ball game, with the Maroons coming out on top 49-0 and being in control from the opening whistle.
Let me do this and we'll wrap up the ball game. We got some more. Hello. Somebody got shot again. The Crawford Memorial Hospital and Foundation would like to thank everyone who came out to the Surgical and Special Care Wing dedication. This fall, the foundation is off to a great start, and we're at the halfway point of reaching our goal of 200 new foundation members for our fall membership drive. Please help us reach that goal by joining the Crawford Memorial Foundation today. Your membership means a lot. For more information, call the foundation coordinator at 544-3131.
Okay. A delicious, beautiful treat everyone will enjoy anytime. That's a Dairy Queen frozen soft serve cake. Made and decorated at your Robinson Dairy Queen store with delicious vanilla and chocolate Dairy Queen. Decorated the way you want it with a choice of messages, 5 sizes, and hundreds of designs available. Large choices of decorator cakes on display at all times for birthdays, parties, anniversaries, holidays, or any time. Get a Dairy Queen frozen cake at your Robinson Dairy Queen for a treat everyone will enjoy.
Quality service, a proud tradition at Goodwine Funeral Homes. A sense of history and tradition are important to all the staff at Goodwine Funeral Homes. But even more important is a quality service at reasonable prices they have provided for the past 65 years. Simply being there is not enough. After all, what good is a tradition if it's not a tradition of excellence? At Goodwine Funeral Homes, quality service at reasonable prices is their proudest tradition.
Well, go for it, Jim. Great game by the Maroons. Next week, Oblong.
Does anybody realize that the Maroons were shut out in the fourth quarter?
Didn't score?
Oh, we forgot to bring back to you.
2 touchdowns in the third quarter.
Give it to us, Dwayne.
49 yards for Odell, 8 yards for Lewis, and again, Silverthorne on the kick. That's 7 of them tonight, 49-0. Nothing in the fourth quarter.
This program is copyrighted 1993 by Worldwide Sound and Video Production. No portion of this program can be reproduced or dedicated or duplicated in any form. Copies of this program can be obtained by contacting Ron Wheeler at Worldwide Sound and Video Production at 544-7898. I tell you, 49-0 score. You hate to use the cliche, but this is a laugher, but we've had it.
You have? Well, I handed one more sheet.
Okay.
You want to read it, or you want me to read it?
You go right ahead. You got it.
We'd also like to recognize the great sponsors that we've had tonight and all through the season, and that's Pat Keene Investment Management and Research, Bove's Pizza, Ron's Furniture, Crawford Memorial Hospital, Crawford County State Bank, Robinson Dairy Queen, Pulliam Funeral Homes, American Legion Post, E.M. Coulter 69 in Robinson, Kemper CPA Group, Westgate Red and White, E.H. Berry Corporation, Loyal Order Moose, number 1369. Goodwine Funeral Homes, Jamboree Junction, Crawford County Insurance Agency in Oblong, Robinson, First Robinson Savings and Loan, Rural King Supply, Moore's Construction, Leaf Incorporated in Robinson, Big Buck Building Center, VFW Post 4549, Hardee's, Victor Dana Corporation, the Victor Products Division, Charlie Incorporated, Weber Realty, CSC, Complete Service Cleanup, Dr. David Rotman, and Worldwide Sound and Video Productions.
Let me make a couple of excuses here. One of the things that we've done with the sponsors that we've had this year, they've all been good sponsors, been with us on every ball game. And what we were trying to do tonight, we had to crowd in several extra commercials on what we got rained out on last week. We had a whole quarter that we had to leave in Mount Zion. So in order to be fair to everybody, we wanted to be sure that everybody got the spots in that we were committed for. Next week, we're going to be right back here in Robinson. The Oblong Panthers will be over for the annual Shrine game. We'll be talking to some of the Shriners prior to the ball game, talk a little bit about what the Shrine Club does for the community, and they do a lot of things. Also, I'd like to thank Dr. Mike Elliott. Emphasize a little bit on the programs that Mike has worked for this year in the Youth Football League, and also the fact that now is the time to make donations toward the Youth Football League. Get a hold of Mike Elliott, give him a call. Had a mental block. I was going to say write a check, send money, or whatever, because the donations are welcome.
And if
to
you
the
can't
Youth Football
find Dr. Elliott, I'm sure one of the high school football coaches will help. There's an awful lot of other people that help in that league, and they do a great job, and they have an awful lot of kids that come out and play along with a team from Oblong, and they do some things different where they play amongst themselves, and the league's there for them to learn, and they do a good job, and there's an awful lot of volunteers that do a good job coaching and teaching things.
Okay, next week, Oblong Panthers here in Robinson. For Ron Wheeler, Tony Schride, Dwayne Shaw, remembered his name, didn't I? I'm Jim Kincaid. We'll see you next week at Oblong.